Duke serving first, and away we go. Here in the first set, Duke against NC State. NC State in red and Duke in the black uniforms. Amanda Rice cranks it up and throws it down. Amanda Rice, 6'1" junior opposite side hitter, knocks down the kill. 1-0 NC State.
Yeah, and Amanda Rice, just having that lefty on the right side too just allows you to have so many different shot options.
Serving is Jada Allen, number 16 in red for NC State. Serves it right at Johnson. Worthington is there, lines it up for Richardson, and the dig by Allen. Didn't have to move. Perfect dig. Here's Rice again, blocked but out of bounds. Kill by Rice. Back-to-back kills by Amanda Rice, and 2-0 NC State.
And NC State is keen in early on Amanda Rice, getting her involved because they know she is so powerful. They want to get the arm in there and get her going early on in this match.
NC State 16-5 on the year, 6-4 in the ACC. 16 wins this year. It had 16 wins all of last year. Here's Carrie Keefe, who cranks it up and knocks it down. Carrie Keefe, that's her first kill, picking up where she left off back on Wednesday night.
Yeah, and no surprise there that Duke goes to Carrie Keefe, getting her involved early as well. We're going to see a nice lefty-lefty battle here on both sides of the net with NC State and Duke.
Now Duke on serve for the first time, trailing by 1, 2-1. McDaniel lines it up, blocked by Robinson for Duke. McDaniel to the other side is Bryant. Dug out by Christina Barrow, getting the start tonight. Keefe gently over the top, and it drops in for the kill. Kill by Carrie Keefe. That's her second, 6'3" sophomore from Pacific Palisades, California.
Yeah, a really smart shot here by Carrie. You know, NC State knowing that, digging deep on defense, knowing that she's been a really hard hitter, and she just drops in that tip shot. Really smart play by Carrie.
Tied at 2 apiece, and a long serve by Duke. It's out of bounds, and NC State gets a free point and a side out. 3-2 NC State here in the first set. Duke is 14-8, 5-6 in the ACC. Duke has won 3 of its last 4 matches. NC State also has won 3 of its last 4. 6 ACC wins this year for NC State. This team won against 5th-ranked Louisville a few weeks ago in 4 sets. And NC State also one of those great teams in this phenomenal league from top to bottom, the ACC, one of, if not the best league in the country. Here's Richardson, climbs the ladder, and a dig by Sydney Daniels for NC State. Here's Bryant over the top gently, dug out by Bryant. Here's Robinson throwing it down. Jess Robinson throws it down, her first kill. 6'2", grad student, the transfer from Michigan.
Yeah, and watch how early in the air Jess gets. That ball is coming right out of the setter's hands into her, Jess's arm for a quick swing. That's really effective when that middle one set is run.
3-3 tie here in the first set. Madison Williams blocked, recovered by Duke. Worthington back set Robinson. Diving dig by Daniels, keeps it alive. Bryant over the top, deflected and recovered by Duke. Worthington, Robinson. Kept alive with the Wolfpack. Here's Williams. Oh, she is denied. Emma Worthington sends it back and returns to sender.
And there is just that massive block by Jess Robinson, as well as a nice, solid block by both Emma and Jess together. Really nice job on the block there by the Duke Blue Devils.
4-3, Duke at the lead by 1. Way back there is Stokes Littlebaro, setting it up for Williams. Blocked and recovered by Keefe. Worthington, Robinson, blocked by NC State. Kept alive by the Wolfpack. Bryant, oh, she is denied again. Robinson and Richardson right there to combine on the block at the point.
I mean, Jess Robinson is all over the court, all over the net blocking-wise. She just takes up so much space. I think that block party is starting back up again tonight.
Here's Cabello, back set. Bryant, there and down it goes. Kill by Madison Bryant, Courtney Bryant, her first kill of the night. And it's 5-4 in favor of Duke. Luca Slabe is the head coach at NC State in his 4th season. He played college volleyball at BYU, won a national championship there with his Cougar teammates in 2001. Here's Richardson, climbs the ladder and throws it down. Rachel Richardson, that's her first kill. 5'9" junior outside hitter from Elliott City, Maryland.
And Rachel elevates and hangs so long. You could tell the NC State block was just a little early and on their way down, which helped Rachel power that ball through the block.
6-4 Duke in the first set. They back set it. Here's Williams down the line and running it down, but not able to get there is Rachel Richardson. Killed by Madison Williams at serve first. A point and a side out for NC State. The Wolfpack, the preseason 8th place pick in the ACC this year. Last year went 16-13, 10-8 in the ACC. Already 16 wins this year, 16-5. Coming off a 3-0 win on Sunday at home against the Virginia Cavaliers. Here's the big booming jump serve by the libero Sky Stokes and right into the net. A service error on Stokes and NC State, and a point for Duke.
And, you have to balance that high risk, high reward. That jump serve can be so effective, but, at least got to give the other team a chance to get the ball over the net to pass it.
Here's Madison Bryant to serve for Duke. A hop, skip, and a jump serve received by NC State. Brizard, and running back is Keefe, but runs out of room, out of bounds, and a kill by Brizard. That's her first, and a point and a side out for NC State. So back to serve for NC State, number 5, one of the setters of this 6-2 offense for the Wolfpack, Kristen McDaniel, 5'10", grad student, a setter from Hawaii. Has 26 service aces this year, second best on the team. Joust to the net, it's back on the NC State side. McDaniel, Brizard gently over the top of the dig by Johnson. Joust again, kept alive by NC State, and batted over by Jada Allen. Point continues. Worthington, back set, Keefe deflected, and it's out of bounds off of NC State. No, they say.
Yeah, I think that ball bounced off the net where
hit
the net and went out of bounds. And
from way up here, it looks like it was blocked, but instead they call it off the net.
Yeah, no real protest from the Duke players, so I think they are in agreement with that call.
Tied at 7 apiece in set 1. Here's Kristen McDaniel, the left-handed serve, and good serve by McDaniel. Gracie Johnson, dig by Stokes. McDaniel to the other side. Brizard blocked. Kept alive by NC State. Here's Rice. Dig by Worthington. Bump set by Bryant. They set it up for Johnson. Kept alive by NC State. Brizard over the top. Deflected. Close, tight set up at the net by Worthington. Hit over the net by Johnson. Point continues. Brizard down the line. And is it out of bounds? They say yes, out of bounds, and a point for Duke. NC State wants a touch and does not get it.
Great rally play by both teams here. Let's review this to see if there's any touch. No, don't see a touch from that replay, but you can see why they might have thought there was one because it was pretty close.
8-7, Duke in the lead by 1 as Worthington serves it. Brizard blocked at the net, and it goes down to the point for Duke. And here's that block party again starting up here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Duke's block is just doing a really good job with their timing and with closing the block to really not give any space for the NC State hitters to hit around. All 4 hands nice and high, pressing over the net, sealing the net, leaving no space for the NC State hitters to go. 2
blocks already in this first set for Duke. As they wipe up some moisture on the floor. Talked to NC State coach Lucas Slabe before the match, and he said, hey, with Duke, you never know where trouble will come from. He feels Duke is one of the better teams in the ACC. He said the key for his team tonight, serve well. Says it all starts with the serve, and then you go from there. Here's Jada Allen throwing it down. Jada Allen with a kill, her first. 6'1" junior middle from Fishers, Indiana.
Yeah, serve and pass game, that's what he said is key. And right there you saw a great example of that. Great first ball pass. Let NC State run their offense with a nice fast middle swing. Great job by NC State.
9-8, Duke's lead is 1, and Keefe over the top, and diving dig by Brizard, kept it alive. Here's Bryant, and fights through the double block attempt by Duke, and Courtney Bryant gets the kill, her second.
Yeah, what a hustle play by Brizard there in that deep corner. And then great out-of-system swing by Courtney Bryant.
9-9 tie here in the first set. Brizard serves it again. Here's Worthington, tees it up for Lizzie Fleming, and kept alive by McDaniel, but not for long. Kill by Lizzie Fleming, that's her first. And the one thing that Coach Jolene Nagel said about Lizzie Fleming, she just brings a calmness to this team. That's why this team really plays well around her.
Yeah, absolutely. I think when you have that experience, being a part of the program, having that leadership, you've seen it all. And so you don't get flustered when things start to maybe go awry or get a little hectic. You know how to handle it, and you can exude that confidence and that calmness to the rest of your team.
Coach Nagel now in her 25th season at Duke. The dump over by NC State, kept alive by Duke. Keefe is blocked, but it goes straight down to the floor. Kill by Keefe. That's her third kill of the set.
Yeah, and you're going to see Duke feed Keefe because she's been so effective both in the front row and the back row on the right side. And NC State had a block up, but just didn't seal the net quite well enough to close that.
Good serve by Gracie Johnson, and good enough for a service ace. Gracie Johnson gets the service ace, and a timeout taken by Lucas Slabe at NC State. And we'll take it as well. In set one, it's Duke 12, NC State 9. We're back after this on ACC Network Extra.
We love our house.
It's on a great block, tree-lined streets.
The neighbors are observant.
And we're back at the Sullivan house.
It's lawn day, Sheila, and the leaves are piling up.
At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
Nothing but air.
Hate to see that.
Geico. Bundling made easy.
I feel like my heart's gonna explode. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't do this. Do you want drugs? For your anxiety. You have drugs? Oh, yeah. I don't need a life coach. It's gonna be fun. How can I ever thank you? Maybe like a drink later?
I'm married and gay.
Why did you have to say 2 reasons?
Quiz Lady.
I've seen it multiple times. It's in my top 10. It might be my top 2. I think it's my number 1.
Rated R. November 3rd.
Yeah, with Metro, there's no contracts, no price hikes, no surprises. There's not a yada yada.
Wait, Metro has not the contract yada yada?
What's this surprise yada yada?
Price hike yada yada.
Yada 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 yada.
Contract yada yada.
And this yada yada.
I don't know, kid. That one makes sense.
Nada yada yada means wireless without the gotcha. No contracts, no price hikes, no surprises. Only at Metro.
My boy, what you doing?
I'm locking in my prize picks. I just pick more or less on player stats. If I get them right, I win big.
Yeah, like what?
I got you.
Oh, a black genie.
If you pick 2 right, you win 3x. Pick 4 right, you win 10x. And if you pick 6 right, you win 25x your count.
Doesn't don't get no better than this.
Oh, but it does. Because right now, Prize Picks is matching your first deposit up to $100. Prize Picks, daily fantasy made easy.
Back here in Durham, North Carolina, Cameron Indoor Stadium, Duke leads NC State 12-9 in the first set. That might be critical for Duke tonight to win that first set, because this season NC State 12-1 record when winning the first set of a match, and 45-4 under head coach Lucas Slabe.
Yeah, that's an incredible statistic, and just goes to show you why this first set is so important, not just for momentum, but with that type of record there, you have so much more confidence when you win that first set to know you've got the rest of the match in a pretty good spot.
Well, Duke lost the first set against North Carolina Wednesday night and ended up winning it in 4 sets, winning sets 2, 3, and 4. Service error by Gracie Johnson, too far out of bounds, and a point for NC State. 12-10, Duke leading. Jada Allen will serve for NC State. Coach Slabe says that she's really improved her serve over the last couple of years for this team, and serves it right at Johnson. Worthington is there. Keefe with the left hand, and kept alive by Daniels, and one-hand tap over by NC State. Then it goes down as Amanda Rice, with a gentle touch, gets her third kill. 205 kills now on the season. That leads NC State.
Yeah, and no surprise, they're going back to Amanda Rice on that right side. She's hitting over 700 tonight. 3 kills, no errors. They want to get her involved as much as they can.
12-11, Duke's lead is 1. Allen serves it again, a sharp one, and almost an ace, kept alive by Duke, and Johnson sails it long, they say. It's out of bounds, and a point for NC State. We're tied at 12 apiece.
Yeah, pretty uncharacteristic hitting error there by Gracie Johnson. She's usually really effective and strong in that middle back position. Definitely don't expect to see that a ton from her tonight.
Allen serving, 84 total blocks on the year coming into tonight. That leads NC State. Good, well-rounded player for this team. Serves it at Johnson. Worthington is there, sets it up for Fleming, and she's blocked. Back of the Duke side. Here's Keefe with the left hand. Down it goes. Kill by Carrie Keefe, her fourth. And a point to the side out for Duke.
Yeah, I mean, that was around 2 blockers up on her on the right side when NC State, everyone in the gym knows where that ball is going. She's just so strong and fast. Sharp cross going inside the block. I mean, she hits that all day, and you can't block it because then she'll go line on you. So she's a really tough hitter to defend.
Christina Barrow to serve, kept alive by NC State. Free ball over by Courtney Bryant. Here's Jess Robinson over the top, dug out by NC State. Bryant is blocked at the net. Oh, she is denied by Jess Robinson.
Yeah, great vision, great patience by Jess Robinson there on the block. When things start to scramble, it's really easy to get anxious and want to jump early, but she waited, was really patient, and sealed the net.
Duke by 2, 14-12. Barrow serves it again, almost an ace again. Here's Rice, and there's a kill by Amanda Rice, her 4th kill. And Coach Schlabe said she had a great preseason and a good start in ACC play this year. Then she got sick, but when she got back, took her a while to get back into things, but now she is playing well here the last few matches.
Yeah, absolutely. She is playing more than well, hitting 800 tonight. I think you can expect when she's in the court, she's going to do great things.
14-13, Duke of the lead by 1 here in the first set. And the serve by NC State, received by Duke. Here's Robinson over the top of the dig by Cabello. Bump set by Daniels. Here is Bryant, blocked. Bump set by Stokes. Bryant again, and down it goes. Kill by Courtney Bryant. That's her 3rd. 5'11" sophomore outside from Hardy, Virginia.
Such a smart play. I mean, you can tell they're really trying to put the ball in spots that if they can't get the kill, it's going to make the Duke defense scramble and put them in a really tough position. That was a really nice spot right over the block along that line. Hard ball to play on defense.
Tied at 14. NC State serves. Bump set by Worthington. Here's Rachel Richardson down the line, and that's out of bounds on the other side. And a little run here by NC State. It's back in the lead by 1.
And NC State, you know, if you're watching a game and you don't look at the score, you can't tell who's winning or losing because both sides are so calm and patient and composed, which gives them credit for fighting back against that deficit.
Cabello serving, one of the 2 setters in this 6-2 offense, and a dump over by the Duke setter, Emma Worthington. A beauty of a dump over, the kill of the point, her first kill, Emma Worthington, and we're tied at 15.
Yeah, she's so effective at that 2-hand set over. I mean, and the blockers aren't on her because she's back row in that rotation, so everyone's expecting for the pin hitters to hit, and they just leave the middle of the court wide open. Really smart shot. Really smart decision by Emma, knowing that the NC State defense is kind of pulled back and on their heels ready for a big dig. She just sets it right over.
A Carrie Keefe to serve for Duke. Had 15 kills, hit .406 in Wednesday night's home win against North Carolina just a couple of nights ago. They set it up for Courtney Bryant and puts it down. Kill by Courtney Bryant. That's her 4th. And just like that, a side out and a point for NC State.
Yeah, really great spot in the court. That ball, you know, Duke team thought it was going out. It was right in that corner pocket. Really smart play. And in the scramble play that State had, that's a smart move to put with the most court you have.
Worthington sets it up for Duke. Here's a 2-hand tap over by Keefe. Point continues on the NC State side. Here's Brazard, cranks it up and sails it long out of bounds, at a point for Duke. However, Luca Slabe is going to challenge the last play. He's looking to see if there was a touch by Duke. The point at the moment goes to Duke on an out-of-bounds attack by NC State, and they'll go to the monitor and review.
Yeah, that's a close one. The NC State side seemed really confident that there was a touch on this play. With that replay, I'm not too sure. I don't see the ball changing spin. I could see why they thought it might have hit Emma's right hand. Oh, actually, no. I see the middle finger move a little bit. So, yeah, I think we got a touch. I think this call's going to be overturned.
The ring finger, yeah.
Yep.
It's, I
definitely think there was a touch, and
you said it, yeah. Coach Slabe emphatically
yes.
got the green card and said, I want to challenge a touch that he felt he saw.
Yep.
That he felt was missed by the officiating crew. The initial ruling, no touch. They will go to the monitor, and if there is indisputable evidence, they will overturn the call. It looked pretty clear right there.
Yes, I think they're going to overturn it, but you never know. But they definitely were confident on the NC State side that there was a touch, and you can see why in that replay.
I talked to Coach Slabe before the match, and he says this team this year is taking steps towards what he wants this team to become. He says this group battles hard. Its biggest strength is that it doesn't quit. As you see the what we think is now a touch on Duke. Coach Slabe said it's a good serving team. It's a good serve-receive team. Says this team's unity this year has helped this team overcome some challenges. And apparently the call is going to stand. A little bit of a surprise there.
Yeah, I will say I'm surprised, but they have different angles that we don't have, so maybe they saw something or didn't see something that we thought we saw.
So now 16-16 tie here in the first set. Here's Rachel Richardson, hop, skip, and a jump serve right at Courtney Bryant. Cabello, Madison Williams over the top and dug out by Duke. Here's Key for the left-handed attack and blocked over and down by Jess Robinson. Just puts it away, terminates the ball, and a point for Duke.
Yeah, really good awareness and play at the net there by Jess Robinson. It could have been very easy for her to let that ball come back over, and she was very aggressive, high hands, get the ball back on the NC State side of the net.
Duke by one, 17-16 in the first set. They set it up and a dig by a sliding Madison Bryant. Here's Gracie Johnson, and that's dug out by Courtney Bryant. Here's Brazard over the top. Two-hand tap over by Emma Worthington as NC State out of system. Brazard blocked. Kept alive on this side by NC State. Brazard again blocked but out of bounds. Kill by Brazard. That's her second kill. 281 kills now in the season. That leads the team.
Yeah, great persistence and resiliency on the NC State side. Those back and forth battles, and you're getting blocked and you're recovering for yourself. Really good composure and aggressiveness by Ava Brazard.
Yeah, Brazard leads the team in kills. I earlier said Rice does. Rice is a second on the team in kills. Brazard in first. Here's Robinson throwing it down. Jess Robinson. That's her third kill, number 196 on the season, and it's a point for Duke.
Yeah, and you can't leave up just one blocker against Jess Robinson. She is too fast, too strong, wide open there, court for her to play with.
18-17 Duke. Here's Madison Bryant to serve. Little joust of the net. Over and down by Gracie Johnson. And a point for the Blue Devils.
Yep.
And a timeout taken by Luca Slabe and NC State. 19-17 Duke in the lead by two here in the opening set, and we talked about it. The first set success by NC State this year, 12-1 when winning the first set this season, 45-4 in the Luca Slabe era. And if you're coach Jolene Nagel, you have to be ecstatic that it's right now has the lead, but needs to finish the job here in the first set.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about finishing the job, putting the pedal to the metal, accelerating through the finish line. You don't want to toy and play back and forth with a team like NC State. Just take care of business if you're on the Duke team tonight.
And how about Duke? It's been a busy schedule of games here for Duke. A fourth game here in the last 8 nights. A brutal schedule against a brutal conference. You look at the Blue Devils schedule. It's won 3 of its last 4. You see the last 3 games. There you see 4 games in 8 days. And did you ever play 4 games in 8 days?
Well, college, yes, and club even. You play probably about 10 games in a weekend, so, you know, this is nothing new. Either they're playing or they're practicing, and it takes a toll on their body, but, you know, they're well-trained, well-conditioned for it, and, you know, sometimes you'd rather play than practice because you want to be in that atmosphere. So I think they're enjoying it, and it's a lot, but it's fun.
All right, so Duke is in the lead, 19-17. Duke is hitting 242. NC State hitting 171. What's impressed you most about Duke so far here in the first set?
I really like that they're getting their middles involved, and they're becoming less reliant on their pin hitters. They're getting Carrie Keefe involved on the right side, Jess involved in the middle. We saw some hits from Lizzie Fleming, and they're just having a really well-balanced offense. And so that just helps keep the other side honest on defense. You can't cheat if you're NC State knowing it's going to always go to Gracie. Now you have to defend 4, sometimes 5 attackers when you have Emma Worthington with that 2-hand dump over from the backcourt.
Duke by 2 in the first set, 19-17. Madison Bryant to serve to Duke. To serve for Duke at NC State. Here's Brazard and blocked, and the points recorded by Duke. And the Blue Devils, the first team to reach 20 in set one.
Yeah, Duke's really been figuring out their block over the past couple matches, and they're getting in really good rhythm with the teams they're playing to get that timing down and to do a good job closing the block to seal it and not let any gaps in for the other team to hit around or hit through.
Here's Madison Williams, blocked in the net by Johnson. And Duke picking up where it left off on Wednesday night. 15 total blocks as a team on Wednesday. Another one here in the first set, and Duke leads it by 4.
Yeah, and if they're blocking at this rate, they could potentially hit that 15 mark again tonight.
4 blocks by Duke as a team in set number 1. Duke, the preseason 7th place pick in the ACC polls, and NC State, the preseason 8th place pick in this incredible league. Here's Brazard, sails it long out of bounds, and another point for Duke, up 5, 22-17.
Yeah, but I love how aggressive Ava Brazard is being. I mean, she is not taking anything off the ball. She's staying aggressive. She's staying hungry. She's going for those high hands on a big block.
Here's Madison Bryant. Little hop, skip, and a jump serve, a sharp one. Little joust at the net, back over by NC State. Worthington, Fleming, dug out by Courtney Bryant. Brazard blocked, kept alive by the Devils, and over and down by the setter, Worthington, and gets her second kill of the night.
Such great vision and great decision making by Emma, knowing that NC State side of the net's on a bit of a scramble. They're not back on defense, so she just nice high roll shot to that deep corner where no one's at. Really smart play that you see from a 5th-year senior like Emma.
Duke 2 points away from claiming set 1. Cabello back set, and there's a throwdown but out of bounds off of Martina Leoniak for NC State. Hitting error on Leoniak, and now it is set point for Duke. 7 set points to work with here to try and close out set 1. Madison Bryant serving, set point here for Duke. Received by the Wolfpack. Cabello, Brazard backpedaling attack and kept alive by Duke on this side. 2-hand tap over by Worthington. Goes out of bounds though, hit it too hard. And a point for NC State.
Looks like the Duke players are telling Coach Nagel that they want a challenge. They seem pretty confident that that ball is in bounds. But I don't think she's going to do the challenge.
So 1 set point saved by NC State. Number 5, Kristen McDaniel, over 2,000 career assists as the setter for this Wolfpack program. Over 2,600, actually, in her NC State career. Set point number 2 for Duke. Received by Duke on the serve by NC State. Johnson for the set. Yes, a kill, and that's it for set number 1. Gracie Johnson, her second kill, and Duke takes set 1, 25-18. Tri-captain on this year's club. 5'8" sophomore from Fayetteville, Georgia serves, and a let serve barely received successfully by State. Dug out by Barrow. It backs it for Keefe. Look out, blocked, kept alive. Richardson over the top and kept alive by NC State. Over and oh, what a diving dig attempt by Bryant, but it's out of bounds. Kill by Jess Robinson, and another point for Duke.
Great work by Duke at the net there, staying really involved with Jess. And then some nice blocks you saw there, but Jess Robinson really staying active and aggressive on the net, not letting that ball come through. Make sure to take care of business like we talked about earlier.
2-0 Duke here in the second set, already up 1-0, and a serve by Barrow goes into the net, and a free point for NC State. The Wolfpack are on the board, down 2-1. Here is Ava Brazard. Coach Slabe calls her one of the leaders of this team, never quits. Has a great serve. Sometimes her work ethic, though, is so good, he has to kind of limit her reps in practice. Always in the gym, always working hard, always trying to get better. And there's a throwdown again by Jess Robinson. That's her 5th kill of the night.
Wow. I mean, that setter-middle connection between Emma and Jess Robinson was perfection. Quick out of the setter's hands, nice turn. You see the block was taken away the left side of the court, so she just turns it and cranks it right.
Daniels with the bump set, setting up Courtney Bryant, and fights through the block on Robinson and gets the kill of the point. Courtney Bryant, kill number 5 of the match.
Yeah, great swing by Courtney Bryant, using those hands off the block. And, you know, we've seen some really wow plays by Duke with the block, but State is right in here this game. They're staying calm, composed. They keep fighting. You know, they're definitely not going away on this early part of the match.
3-2 Duke in set 2. Running jump serve by Jada Allen. That's back over on the overpass. Over and down by Amanda Rice. Amanda Rice with her 5th kill. 6'1" junior from Lamont, Illinois, knocks it down. And she makes it a 3-3 game here in the second set.
Yep. And those are the types of plays that NC State has to capitalize on when Duke makes a bad error. They have to convert that into a point for their side.
Hops given a jump serve by Jada Allen right at Johnson. Worthington is there. Sets it up for Robinson. Got blocked. Recovered by NC State. McDaniel to the other side. Courtney Bryant, and that sails wide of the line, out of bounds. Another attack error by NC State, and a point for the Blue Devils.
Now, if we're looking at the stats here, you know, NC State, Courtney Bryant, 12 attempts. Ava Brazard, 16. But Jada Allen only 3, as well as Riley Schock with only 2, so they'd have to get their middles more involved here in the offense.
And Amanda Rice left hands it down. That's her 6th kill, Amanda Rice. Getting the job done here on that point for NC State.
Getting the job done. I mean, they gave her line, and she took it. She cranked that ball line right on the money. Really nice swing by Amanda Rice.
Here is Naomi Cabello, 6'1" senior setter from Clermont, Florida. 331 assists coming into tonight for the season, 2nd best on the NC State club. Serves it right at Nikki Underwood, who just checked in. Robinson, and that's in there for the kill, just barely in bounds. Kill by Duke, and a point for the Blue Devils.
So we have a challenge here by the NC State side. There's some discussions happening with the down ref.
There's Coach Slabe pleading his case, and he wants to challenge that last call. Coach Slabe previously served as an assistant coach for USA Volleyball, helped lead that team to a gold medal in the 2020 Olympics in Tokyo, played, of course, in 2021 due to the pandemic. Let's take a look at this last play. There's Robinson hitting it over, and looks like it's well out, but was there a touch by NC State is the question. It looks like, right? It looks clearly out.
Looks clearly out, and if there was a touch, NC State wouldn't want to challenge that because they. So, yeah, if it being out is the question, I think there's pretty clear evidence that it was wide on the sideline.
And yeah, that was clearly out, so they look like they're going to reverse the call, and they do. A reversal of the call, so no kill for Jess Robinson. She stays at 5. No point for Duke. It stays at 4. NC State wins the challenge, retains the challenge, and has a 1-point lead, 5-4 in the second set. Naomi Cabello will serve for NC State. Wolfpack in the lead by 1. Cabello serves. Here's Underwood setting it up from the back row. Keefe with the left hand of the dig by Sky Stokes, the libero. They set it up to the other side. Courtney Bryant is blocked and denied by Jess Robinson. She returns to sender.
I mean, it is like a magnet to Jess's hands. She is just sealing, not letting any sunshine around that block for the NC State hitters to hit around.
Tied at 5 in set number 2. Here's Madison Bryant to serve for Duke. Cabello back set, looking for Courtney Bryant in the dig by Underwood. Worthington, Fleming, dug out, back over on the overpass by NC State. Worthington, Fleming again, dug out by NC State. Madison Williams cranks it up and throws it down. Kill by Madison Williams, her second, 6'2", redshirt junior outside from Grand Prairie, Texas.
And what's really interesting about this rotation is Madison Williams has been playing right side for NC State, but they leave her on the outside, knowing that she does have that history playing an outside position, just to give Duke a different look to have to defend, and resulted in a great point by NC State.
6-5, NC State back in the lead. Johnson puts it down. Kill by Gracie Johnson. That is her third. Second on Duke in kills with now 257 on the year, just behind her teammate Carrie Keefe. 6-6 tie here in the second set. Emma Worthington now to serve, the 5'11" grad student, the transfer from Cornell. Had a great career up in the Ivy League at Cornell. She hails from Omaha, Nebraska. 749 assists this year, coming into tonight to lead the team. She will serve it up for Duke, received by NC State. Brazard blocked, and the point goes down for Duke.
Yeah, getting that block for the Duke Blue Devils is just too much right now for NC State's offense to handle. They've got to mix some things up to get it away and be less predictable from that big block of the Duke Blue Devils.
Here's Brazard, and there's a kill by Ava Brazard. That's her third. Named to the All-ACC freshman team a year ago, having a good sophomore season as well this year. So here is Sky Stokes. She has that big booming jump serve. Had a service error in the first set. We'll see how she does here in set number 2. Watch this serve go. Right at Bryant, the libero for Duke. Keefe cranks it up, blocked. Back over by Keefe. Here's Brazard off balance over the top, dug out by Worthington, bump set by Bryant. Here's Johnson over the top, and it's out of bounds off of NC State, and a point for Duke. 4 kills for Gracie Johnson, and Johnson will go back to serve. 6-foot grad student, outside hitter from Virginia Beach, Virginia. Had 16 kills, hit .361 in Wednesday night's win here against North Carolina. Cabello sets it up for Brazard. Look out, sails it long out of bounds, and a point for the Devils.
Yeah, NC State looking for a touch there. The tempo that they ran in that set was a lot faster than they have been with Ava Brazard, trying to beat that Duke block and get some gaps for their outside pin hitters.
9-7, Duke by 2. Johnson serves and kept alive by NC State. Brazard, that's too long out of bounds, and a point for Duke, and Lucas Labe is going to reach for the green challenge card. Looks like he's going to challenge this last call. He thinks there was a touch. The officials said no touch initially. He's going to challenge again.
Well, I've been wrong the past 2 times in my analysis, so I feel...
Again, these officials have more angles and more views than we have that we're showing you at home. But the initial ruling, no touch. And a point for Duke. Coach Slabe challenging here. And tough to tell there.
Yeah, tough to tell. You can see why it's a really close call, why NC State thought maybe there was a touch, and she's trying to go off the high right hand of Carrie Keefe, and don't know that I see any indisputable evidence that would overturn it myself, but again, I'm 0 for 2, so we'll see. 0 for 3, you know what? Clearly I should not be an official, and why I'm here and not down there.
Yeah, so Coach Slabe wins the challenge and retains the challenge again. And a good use of the challenge system here by Coach Slabe of NC State. 9-8, Duke has the lead of 1. NC State back on serve. Here is Kristen McDaniel to serve. Little running jump serve and a sidewinder at Johnson. Worthington is there. Lines it up for Richardson. Look out. Blocked and sent down for the point. Oh, Jada Allen, number 16 in red, returns to sender.
What a great block by Jada Allen. Lines up really well on Rachel Richardson's right arm and just shuts it down back on the Duke side of the court.
Big time block by Jada Allen. Coach Slabe says she's really turned into a great middle blocker for this team. She's improved her game in all areas the last year or so. And there's a bad serve by McDaniel. Free point for Duke. And the Blue Devils back on serve. Up 1, 10-9 in the second set.
Yeah, and Coach said she's fearless, that she just goes and you know, Nothing can stop her, and so it's really exactly a great example right there of that fearless block, just shutting it down.
Christina Barrow serves a low one. McDaniel back set for Rice, blocked but out of bounds. Killed by Amanda Rice. That's her 7th, and a quick side out and a point for NC State.
And this is the rotation when Amanda Rice is in the front row that NC State has to capitalize on. She's been there a big point scorer for them on the right side, and you also have Jada Allen in the mix there in the middle. You've got to capitalize when you have those two in the front row to score some points to get them on the board.
And a service ace by Ava Brazard. And the NC State Wolfpack now back in the lead by 1, 11-10. Duke won set 1, 25-18. Now NC State in the lead by 1 in set 2. Brazard to serve it again. Right at Richardson. Worthington sets it up for Keefe with the left hand and dug out by Stokes for NC State. The back set for Rice. Fights through the double block attempt and gets the kill and the point.
What a great offensive run by NC State. And notice here, really nice neutral body by the setter. Block can't close because they have to keep honest. Amanda Rice takes advantage of that gap in the block and scores a point. Great job, NC State.
Worthington sets it up for Robinson, and the dig by Stokes. High in the air, set up by McDaniel. Here's Courtney Bryant, and kept alive. No, it goes down, and the kill by Courtney Bryant. That's her 6th, and here come the Wolfpack in Durham, up by 3.
Yes, you can feel the momentum shift on the Wolfpack side. They are just feeling it. They're in rhythm. All starts with that tough serve, but then they're really capitalizing on that first ball contact and transition to run their offense.
13-10 Wolfpack, 14-10 Wolfpack. Another service ace by Brazard. And the Wolfpack in the lead by 4. And Brazard will serve it again. Serves it up for NC State right at Madison Bryant. Worthington is there. Here's Keefe with the left hand, gently over the top, dug out by Stokes. McDaniel sets it up for Courtney Bryant, stays out of the net somehow. For the back row, Johnson blocked, kept alive by NC State. McDaniel, Allen over the top, kept alive by Duke, but no, into the net by Keefe, and another point for NC State.
And NC State is applying the pressure in all areas of their offense. It's going to be a fun match. We'll be right back here. NC State 15, Duke 10.
Back here in Durham, North Carolina in set 2 of the match. NC State leads at 15-10. And Christina, how about the play of number 17, Amanda Rice for NC State? 8 kills, hitting .800 for the match so far.
I mean, her play is speaking for herself. She's moving the ball so well, so smart with her shots. She's taking big swings when she's got them, and then she's taking really smart shots when it's not there. She's brought this NC State back into this big part of why this NC State team is back in the lead here in Cameron.
15-10 NC State leading in set 2. Here's Carrie Keefe throwing it down, but it's dug out by NC State. Here's Amanda Rice over the top, blocked, kicked back over by Allen for NC State. Worthington, Robinson, yes, a kill. Jess Robinson, kill number 6, and a much-needed side out, and a point for Duke. That ends the 6-0 run by NC State. And now Duke back on serve, and one of the better servers and players on this team, Carrie Keefe, serves it up for Duke, and a service ace on the bottom half of the ball, just dropped at the last second inside the line, and a service ace.
And that's what you want a good float serve to do, is it floats in the air like it's going to go out of bounds, and then just at the very last second drops down. And so that's exactly what you want your float serves to do. That's a good example of it.
McDaniel Here's Rice and a dig by Madison Bryant for Duke. Here's Johnson for the back row. Down it goes! Kill by Gracie Johnson, her 5th of the night. And another point for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, and that's the type of swing we're used to seeing from Gracie Johnson in the backcourt. Big rip, flies through the air, lands almost at the net. Really nice job of the Duke Blue Devils to come back here after a long run by the NC State Wolfpack.
So a timeout taken by Coach Lucas Slabe and Duke, and NC State, I should say, on a little mini run here by Duke. NC State leads at the second set, 15-13. Duke leads the match 1-0. The Blue Devils 1-1, 25-18. Updated numbers: NC State hitting 111 as a team. Duke as a club hitting 224. And how about the blocks by Duke? A 5 for Duke and 1 for NC State.
Yeah, and this was a smart timeout by NC State. You could feel the momentum starting to shift back to the Duke side, and so you want to avoid those long runs like they have been getting. Calling a timeout, trying to ice, cool down their momentum, regroup on your side to get back into your offensive rhythm. Especially while you have Amanda Rice there in the front row, you've got to capitalize on having her in the front row to get as many points as you can before she rotates out.
So it's been a back and forth. The second set here, each team has had its share of momentum swings, a back and forth. The NC State went on a 6-0 run, forcing Duke to call a timeout in this set. Now a little 3-0 run by Duke to now cut the lead to 2 against NC State. Wolfpack leading at 15-13 in set number 2. Duke won the first set 25-18. Carrie Keefe on this series of serves, already one service ace. Now trying to chip away at the lead some more against NC State in this second set. Here is Keefe, the left-hander, serves it again. Right at Daniels, McDaniel. Here's Courtney Bryant, dug out by Johnson. It's back over the net on the overpass. McDaniel, tight set to the net, and Rice is blocked to the net by Duke. Rice again with the left hand. Down it goes. Kill by Amanda Rice. That's her 9th. And a side out and a point for NC State.
I mean, it is so impressive. Just her effectiveness on the right side. She's able to hit line, over the block through the seam, sharp cross. She's doing it all right now.
16-13, NC State in the lead by 3. Here is number 16 for NC State, Jada Allen to serve. Right at Gracie Johnson. Worthington is there. Sets it up for Richardson. Dig by Allen. McDaniel. And Bryant sails it wide of the line, out of bounds, and a point for Duke. And here come the Devils. Blue Devils down 2. And you know, if you're Jolene Nagel against this NC State team, and a good team it is, you would know her team would love to be up 2-0 and put the pressure all on NC State. Long way to go, though, in this set. And a service ace by Duke, and now it's a 1-point set. Rachel Richardson serving again for Duke. She had 8 kills, 6 digs in Wednesday night's win on this floor against arch rival North Carolina. Richardson serves it again at Daniels. McDaniel is there, and Riley Schock puts it away. Kill by Riley Schock, her first action off the bench tonight. 6'3" senior middle from Newtown Square, Pennsylvania.
That's great, and they've got to get her, keeping her involved. Good passes and not so good passes, right? You expect when you have a good pass that the other team's going to set the middle. Well, that's when you want to set the middle when you have a bad pass, because typically the middle blocker on the other side releases to one of the pins if you're going to go wide. That's when you get that ball to the middle, so she has a wide open net to score, and they got to get Riley Schock back involved in their offense.
Cabello serves for NC State. 2-point lead for the Wolfpack in this set. There's Johnson, dug out by NC State. Bryant gently over the top, dug out by Keefe. Worthington's there, tees it up for Johnson. Dig by Stokes. Over and back over by NC State. Kept alive by Duke. Johnson, free ball, and Johnson over the top. They back set it. Williams gently over, dug out by Worthington, falls down. Here's Keefe on the attack of the dig by Cabello. Kept alive by Bryant. Williams two-hand tap over, point continues. Keefe. Worthington, Johnson over the top, kept alive by Cabello. Bryant into the net, and Duke wins the battle and gets the point.
Great hustle plays on both sides, great defense on both sides, keeping the ball alive when you're scrambling. Sometimes those long rallies, you know, it's about staying patient, making smart shots, and just legs wear out sometimes on you and your timing gets off.
Point for Duke. Down one to the Wolfpack. 17-16. Madison Bryant to serve the libero. Recovered by NC State. Here's Williams, blocked. Back on the Wolfpack side, Cabello. Here's Williams again, cranks it up and dug out by Nikki Underwood, who's back in for Duke. Here's Johnson gently over the top of the left hand, dug out by NC State. Here's Williams, dig by Underwood. Worthington lines it up for Gracie Johnson, blocked but recovered by NC State. They back set it, and Bryant sails it long. Oh, they call a net violation on Duke before, and it's a point for NC State.
And great patience there. Again, those long rallies between both sides. More chance for you to make an error, but really nice patience. Tight ball. Yeah, that left arm of Gracie Johnson looks like, or I think it was on Lizzie Fleming, though, that they called it. So when they're turning, someone just swiped the top of the net there.
NC State by 2. Here's Johnson, puts it down. Kill by Gracie Johnson. That's her 6th, and a quick side out. And a point for Duke, down 1.
Yeah, NC State blockers have got to slow down the pin hitters, even just get a hand on it, a touch to slow it down so you can get a nice ball up on defense to run your offense.
Worthington serves, back over on the overpass, over and down by Lizzie Fleming. Made it look so easy. That's her 2nd kill, and we're tied at 18.
Really nice job again, Lizzie Fleming being aware, aggressive on the net. No answer there on the NC State side.
And Christina, if you're Duke, how about the resiliency it has shown here against NC State in the 2nd set? It took a timeout after that 6-0 run that it gave up to the Wolfpack, and now we're tied at 18 apiece.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're seeing on both sides, Duke being resilient right here, NC State being resilient when they were down. It's definitely a battle of grit, about patience. Both sides are doing a lot of good things, and so it's, who can keep it level-headed, who can keep your lows from getting too low and your highs from getting too high. You want to stay nice and steady, eliminating unforced errors and taking care of business. And so we saw that all year from Duke. I mean, they've had their backs to the wall in many games, and they've just fought back and found a way to make it happen. And you're seeing it today with that scrappy play. And even looking at both teams, you would not be able to tell from the body language which team might be up or down, and that's a credit to just the mental toughness that both teams have and that they're staying with it.
You see the pink ribbons in some of the players' hair here tonight. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It is the Dig Pink game, just bringing awareness to breast cancer around the country, around the world. Dig Pink Night. There's some fans in pink, bringing awareness to breast cancer, and it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. There's a Jolene Nagel wearing her pink shirt, now in her 25th year at Duke University. 494 wins at Duke, 697 overall. So she's on the cusp of getting 500 career wins at Duke and on the cusp of 700 in her great career. Coach, not just here, but also coached at Georgetown back in the day. Out of the timeout, the serve by Duke and Worthington. Here is Williams, cranks it up, and that's in there for the kill. Looked like it was going to sail out, and instead it just dropped down in the corner for the point.
Yeah, really nice high cross-court shot, hitting over the block, dropping it right into that corner pocket.
NC State back in the lead by 1, 19-18. Here's the big booming serve coming up here from Sky Stokes, the libero, and serves it in right at Madison Bryant. They set it up for Johnson, and the dig by Bryant. Broussard over the top, dug out by Johnson. Worthington is there. Back set for Keefe, the left-hander. A touch by NC State, and a kill by Keefe, and a point for Duke.
Yeah, and a lot of times we've been seeing Keefe just hammer the ball onto the court, and that's the first time we've seen tonight her getting some high hands. I think the timing of NC State's block tonight, they're going a little too early, and so it's allowing them to hit off those high hands as they drop from their block.
Tied at 19, Gracie Johnson serves for the Blue Devils. Here's Broussard, blocked but out of bounds. Kill by Broussard, that's her 5th. Team leader in kills this year, knocks down kill number 5, and NC State, the first team to reach 20 in set 2.
And here you see NC State back in the rotation where Amanda Rice is in the left front. So they've got 3 rotations with her in the front row. They want to capitalize on her offensive power that she provides from that right side.
Kristen McDaniel, one of the setters in this NC State 6-2 offense, will serve. Good server for this team. Coach Slabe says she's really improved her defense as well, getting a lot of digs this season. Here's Keefe on the attack with the left hand. Puts it away. Kill by Keefe. Her 6th of the night, and a point for Duke, and we're tied at 20.
Yeah, Carrie Keefe, I mean, it's just been so fun to watch her come. She's always been a really strong player, but just electric this second half of the season on that right side.
Tied at 20 apiece. Christina Barrow, number 14 in black, serves for Duke. Here is McDaniel, the back set for Rice. Look out, blocked but out of bounds. Kill by Rice. 10 kills on the night for Amanda Rice. And her hitting numbers are over 600 for the match. 643 so far. Now after that kill, and 667 for the match. That's outstanding.
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep feeding Amanda Rice. She is getting the job done.
Brazard serves for NC State. The Wolfpack up 1. Here's Richardson and the dig by NC State. Bump set by McDaniel. Here is Bryant over the top and puts it down. Kill by Bryant. Madison Bryant, her 7th kill, and NC State 2 points away from the set.
Yeah, and a super smart play here by Courtney Bryant, seeing that the ball was a little high, a little tight, had a big block, so just drops it right over the block. And the Duke defense couldn't really even see her drop her elbow and show tip. Usually you see that motion and you just release knowing that there's going to be a tip short or deep, but they couldn't even see that with the block, and so really smart play by Courtney Bryant there on the outside.
So 23-20 in the second set. NC State with the lead. NC State trying to tie up the match at a set apiece.
Looks like we have possibly a score check.
Well, we had one the other night.
Yes, and looks like it's not going to take as long as the score check to happen the other night. Looks like they've corrected it to 2022. But they're just talking to each of the coaches, explaining what happened. A little jokey from the associate head coach, Kelly Katnack, there. Some nice camaraderie there between the coaches as well.
So it's 22-20, not 23-20, 22-20. I thought that sounded a little off when I said 23-20. It's like, wait a second, NC State already has 23? There are 2 points there, like in basketball?
Right.
So 22-20, NC State leading, 3 points away from the set. Here's Keefe for the left hand, and kept alive by Stokes. Set up by McDaniel, and hit over by Bryant. Point continues. Madison Bryant, Keefe with the left hand again, and is that touched? It is. No, it's not touched. It's out of bounds, and a point for NC State.
Wow, smart defensive play and body awareness by Amanda Rice. She just ducked knowing that Carrie Keefe has been hammering that sharp cross. Blew over her shoulder, she ducked and let it go right out of bounds.
Timeout taken by Jolene Nagel and Duke. 23-20, NC State in the lead by 2 points away from tying up this match at a set apiece.
Yeah, and here's that play again. You can see Amanda noticing, all right, that's a little too high based on where I'm positioned in the court. I'm gonna let this fly out of bounds, and again, really good awareness. A lot of times you can get anxious and you want to play the ball, but let the other team make mistakes, and that's a great example right there.
Yeah, good eye by Rice, like you said. That wasn't out by much, but good eye by Amanda Rice. Has a good feel for the game. There's the look at Duke. Won the first set 25-18. Trying to hang in there here in set number 2 late in the set. Duke hitting the ball well at 2:13 for the match. NC State 148. And Duke playing at home under Coach Jolene Nagel. Duke lifetime under Coach Nagel in Cameron. 272 wins, 94 defeats. That's pretty good.
That's a pretty good statistic. I don't say so myself. Yeah.
You were a part of some of those wins back in the day for Coach Nagel, right?
Yeah, back in the day. We won't age myself there, but yeah, back. No, it's an incredible program to play for, and a great atmosphere here in Cameron, and a great conference, and so just really grateful to have contributed to some of those with some great teammates and coaches.
There's Coach Nagel. Spent 7 years at Georgetown, 92 through 98, before coming over to Duke in 1999. Now in her 25th season, 23-20, NC State with the lead by 3 in the second set, trying to tie it up at a set apiece here. 2 points away from doing that. Robinson blocked, kept alive by Robinson. Two-hand tap over, simply over the net by Worthington. And they set it up for Courtney Bryant, and the dig by Madison Bryant for Duke. Here's Robinson, sails it long out of bounds, and it's now set point, quadruple set point for NC State.
Yeah, and NC State staying really composed in these tight back and forth rallies. Duke taking their last time out here, try to slow down NC State's offense and regroup.
Timeout again here by Jolene Nagel and Duke, and now she is out of timeouts in this second set. As you see, legendary Cameron Indoor Stadium. And not only the home of Duke Volleyball, home of the Duke men's and women's basketball teams. Basketball season literally just right around the corner, starting up here in about 10 days. As Coach Nagel has the final conversation with this team, her final time out of this set. Has to play basically perfect volleyball for the next few points to try and extend this set if it wants to have a chance to go up 2-0.
Yeah, and I think it's just taking a second to regroup, take a breath, right? Starts all with the pass. You can't think about getting 4 points. You think about getting the side out, and then just keeping your composure and taking it point at a time. Can't think about too far in advance. Stick to your game plan, stick the pass, stay loose, right? You can get really tight in these situations, but stay loose. And you battled back other times this year. You've been here before, so lean into that. Remember what that felt like and know that you can do it, and that's what she's probably saying there in that huddle.
So no more timeouts for Duke. 24-20, NC State has set point and serves it up, and that'll be a service ace, and just like that, NC State wins set 2, 25-20. And now a best-of-5 match has turned into a best. Not a whole lot of clean kills in this match. A lot of good blocking by both teams.
Absolutely, yeah. And those blocking touches help the defense. It slows down the offensive swings, and it helps the defense pick it up and run your offense. So that's what you want if you're in defense. Slow down the block.
There's a clean kill by Gracie Johnson. She had 7. That hits the floor, and it's 1-0 Duke in the third set. Rachel Richardson to serve. 5'9" junior outside hitter serves it up right into the net. Free point for NC State, and we're tied at 1.
And you know you want that missed serve back like that, especially early on in the match. You talk about a good error and a bad error, and when you're serving, you know, a bad error is in the net, but a good error is if it's maybe a little bit out of bounds on the other side, because you at least give the other team a chance to touch the ball.
There's Johnson again. That's right into the net. And a point for NC State. It's 2-1 State here in the second set. Number 7, Ava Brizard, will serve it again. Has 5 kills in the match. Her career high in the match is 25. Good offensive player for this team. Serve received by Duke. Here's Robinson on the slide over. Dug out by NC State. Over and down by the setter, Emma Worthington. That is her 3rd kill. Emma Worthington, the setter for Duke.
Yeah, it's always fun as a setter when you get those chances to get a kill, especially those overpasses on the net. And she's done a really good job with those balls here in the past couple games. Saw that in the Carolina match on Wednesday night. We're seeing it again tonight against NC State.
2-2 tie here in the third set, and Madison Bryant serves for Duke, received by NC State. Here's Courtney Bryant, dug out by Madison Bryant for Duke. They set it up to the other side, and Gracie Johnson mistimed the jump of the attack, and a point for NC State.
Yeah, and that ball was set a little tighter than I think she normally expects it, and a little bit higher, so she was wanting a little bit faster ball there, and just sometimes when you're used to one thing being set and then something else happens, it throws off your timing.
Here's Jada Allen to serve, one of the more improved servers on this team, according to Coach Lucas Slabe of NC State. Here's Johnson, gets her rhythm back and hits it over the top. Here's Courtney Bryant, blocked Back on the NC State side, the back set, Rice. Oh, denied by Lizzie Fleming. She has over 400 career blocks in her Duke career and returns that one back.
Yeah, great vision by Lizzie, seeing that the ball was set a little bit inside. Just doesn't overrun it, seals that right hand. Really nice job in vision.
Tied at 3 apiece in set number 3. Let's serve, almost an ace. Hit over by Rice for NC State. Point continues. Bryant lines it up for Keefe and blocked out of bounds. Kill by Keefe, and she has 7 and a point for Duke.
And, you know, the ball there that Keefe got was a little high, a little tight, and she does a really good job of doing something good with it. That's what you want to do, is you always want to better the ball. If you get a bad set or a bad pass, you always want to make sure you're bettering the ball for the next person or the next swing.
Too strong on the serve by Worthington, and we're tied at 4 in set number 3 as Rice and McDaniel go out. Cabello, one of the other setters, comes in along with Madison Williams of NC State. Here is Naomi Cabello. She's also grown as a server this year, according to Coach Slabe. She will serve it up, and right at Johnson. Worthington lines it up for Fleming, glides it over the top, and kept alive by NC State. Courtney Bryant, dig by Underwood, who's back in the game. Here's Johnson, dig by Stokes, kept alive, and a free ball over by Stokes, and the point continues. Worthington, Fleming, yes, a kill. Another kill by Fleming, her third, second of the set, and a point for Duke.
Yeah, and watch Lizzie here. She is up in the air so fast, allows her to, when she stays open, it allows her to hit that sharp cross when she has that one-on-one blocking situation.
5-4, Duke leads it by 1. Hop, skip, and a jump serve by Gracie Johnson, received by Daniels. Cabello, here's Williams, blocked out of bounds. Kill by Williams, her 4th kill. 151 kills on the season coming into tonight, 3rd best on this NC State team.
And what a great option to have with Madison Williams, who has experience on both the outside and the right side. You can really play around with your hitters, both from a blocking standpoint and an offensive standpoint, to keep the Duke defense on their heels.
Hit over by Keefe. Duke a little bit out of system on serve receive there. Here's Madison Williams, cranks it up and throws it down. Kill by Williams, number 5, and a point for NC State.
She was taking care of business with that swing. And watch this approach, just nice big arms, right through the block. Great swing by Madison Williams.
Yeah, got it between and through Fleming and Richardson up front for Duke. Here's Bryant serving, and that's just long. Out of bounds, and will Lucas Slabe go to the challenge card? I don't think he will. He thought about it. Serve is long, side out, and point for Duke. Christina Barrow, number 14, will serve. You see the serving errors, 5 for Duke, 3 by NC State. Barrow serves right at Stokes. Cabello with the back set for Williams. Blocked, and it goes down for the point. Oh, Rachel Richardson. Access denied, says Richardson.
Yeah, and Duke again doing just a really good job of closing the block, and that's credit to Jess Robinson there for getting outside fast. Nowhere for Madison Williams to go on that block.
Barrow will serve it again, right at Stokes. Cabello tees it up for Brizard. Another block, but it's out of bounds, and a kill by Brizard. And a point for NC State. That's her 6th kill. So back to serve is Sky Stokes. I asked Coach Slabe, she has a really good serve, doesn't she? And he says, well, she does when it stays in bounds, is what he told us. She's had a couple of service errors so far. Here's another serve, and that's in there. Received back over on the overpass by Duke. Here's Williams, cranks it up. Blocked at the net by Robinson, and it goes down for the point.
Yeah, and Duke in such a good rhythm, blocking-wise, with NC State's attackers. Nice and patient. And Jess Robinson just gets so high above the net. It's really impressive.
Here's Brizard, diving dig by Bryant, kept alive by Worthington. Keefe on the attack, deflected, received by NC State. Recovering is the Wolfpack. Oh, nice angle by Williams, and knocks it down for the kill.
Smart shot, and what good vision to see that wide open court. Madison Williams, just a nice placement there where no one was. Really smart play.
And we are tied at 8 apiece in set number 3. as Kristen McDaniel will serve, one of the setters of this 6-2 offense run primarily by NC State. She'll serve it up with the left hand right at Johnson. Worthington sliding over Robinson, inbounds. Yes, a kill by Robinson, number 7 on the night.
And Jess Robinson, you know, historically she's been really effective this season with the slide, and recently she's been really involved in that off the one in the front of the setter. But there again goes back to her 1-foot slide, and really nice job.
Duke by 1, 9-8. Here's Jada Allen, and blocked but recovered by Duke on this side. Johnson over the top gently and puts it down. Kill by Johnson, number 8.
And when you're so used to Gracie Johnson just hammering the ball at you, you got to respect that. You got to stay deep, and then she just throws in that nice short tip over the block. Really smart play by Gracie to mix up the tempo of her arm swing.
So 10-8, Duke in the lead by 2. Winner of this set takes a 2-1 lead. Duke won the first set 25-18. NC State took set 2 25-20. 10-8 Duke here in the third. They set it up for Allen and puts it down. Kill by Jada Allen.
Really nice swing there by Jada Allen, and good connection between her and the setter. Duke didn't even see her coming around for that off 1-foot 3, and they've got to key in on her because she can be a really big threat for the NC State offense.
And Coach Slabe says Allen terminates a ball well, and you saw it right there. Here's Johnson and fights through the block and gets the kill. Gracie Johnson, kill number 9, starting to heat it up here for Duke. Duke by 2, 11-9 here in set 3. Madison Bryant will serve, had 16 digs against North Carolina back on Wednesday night, over 300 for her for the season. One of the team's captains on this club for Duke. McDaniel, the back set for Rice, blocked out of bounds. Kill by Rice. Again, kill number 11.
And great job by Chris McDaniel, good decision, but also if you notice, if you remember, Jada Allen came in for a back 1, which kept Lizzie Fleming honest, and she couldn't release to go block that, so it left Amanda Rice having a 1-on-1 block opportunity, which gave her a really great chance to get that point.
Here's Jada Allen to serve for NC State, and too long out of bounds, and a free point for Duke. The Blue Devils will take it. Duke by 2, 12-10. Back to serve is Emma Worthington. 43 assists, 9 digs in Wednesday night's win for Worthington back on Wednesday night. Running jump serve by Worthington, a sharp one at Bryant. McDaniel, and down it goes from Riley Schock, number 25 in red, knocks it down. That's her second kill. Her dad, Mike Schock, played college basketball at St. Joe's.
And it's great to see NC State get the middles back involved. I mean, they are such offensive weapons. You've got to get them involved to then take the pressure off of your pin hitters. And right now, the past 2 sets, they really haven't been involved in the offense, but we're starting to see that happen again, which is going to be so crucial for the NC State offense to string some points together here.
Duke by 1, NC State now serving. Here we are in set 3, tied at 1 set apiece, and the little running jump serve by Naomi Cabello, one of the setters for NC State. Johnson climbs the ladder and knocks it down. Kill by Johnson. She's now in double figures with 10 on the night.
Yeah, great aggressive swing by Gracie Johnson. Just powers it right between the block. NC State's got to have an answer for that to slow the Duke offense down and shorten these runs.
Gracie Johnson serves, and that's a service ace, just barely inside the baseline. And a service ace and a point for Duke.
Yeah, really nice ace there. Again, there's that float serve that you want it to just look like it's sailing out, then last second drops, and that's another great example of good float.
Johnson's 33rd service ace on the season. That leads the team. She had 53 of those last year to lead the ACC.
Yeah, she's just really an all-around good player. She can do it all, and it's really fun to watch her.
14-12, NC State down 2, but back on serve. They serve it at Bryant. Worthington, back set Keefe. Look out, down it goes! Kill by Keefe. Perfect offensive execution by Duke.
Yeah, and you know, it all builds from set 1 to now.
Timeout on the floor. 15-12, Duke in the lead by 3 in set 3 here on ESPN's ACC Network Extra.
This football season, PrizePicks is making every game day worth more. Just pick more or less on player stats like rushing yards, touchdowns, and more, and win up to 25 times your cash. Go for the win across the country and get hyped this season with PrizePicks, the #1 daily fantasy sports app. Visit prizepicks.com/TV for a first deposit match up to $100. PrizePicks, daily fantasy made easy.
Superb racing. Yes, guys.
Knowing how filthy Sid's wrister is means knowing why goalies lose 10 pounds of sweat every game. Knowing it's overtime against Connor McDavid is knowing the game's as good as over. Knowing the taste of victory is knowing it tastes best out of one particular cup. Knowing where the season's biggest events can be seen means knowing you'll never miss one. To know hockey is to love hockey. The NHL on ESPN and ESPN+. It's a haunted hockey night in Toronto. Anze Kopitar and the Kings. Austin Matthews and the Maple Leafs. Matthews score! Kings and Leafs, Halloween night, Tuesday at 8 on ESPN.
Back in Durham, North Carolina, Cameron Indoor Stadium. We're tied at 1 set apiece, and in set 3, it's Duke 15, NC State 12. And Christina, how pivotal and critical is this set 3 for both teams?
Yeah, it's critical because, it feels like that getting over the hump set. And if you can get up 2-1, that you have the momentum going into the 4th set, and you can just ride that momentum and ride that energy versus feeling like you got to dig yourself out of a hole to get to a 5th set. So really big set right here.
Barrows serves for Duke out of the timeout. Here's Williams down the line and puts it away. Kill by Madison Williams, her 7th. And Coach Slabe said that Williams, she's getting used to playing on the right side this year. It's been a bit of an adjustment for her, but she's playing well on all sides of the floor.
Yeah, and that swing right there, she looks very comfortable on the right side after that swing. And so, it's great to have a hitter that can do both, and you can really move around your offense and give some different looks.
Worthington, Robinson gently over the top. Diving dig by Cabello for NC State. Here's Brazard back in. Blocked and denied by Richardson. And a point for the Blue Devils. Another block for Duke, number 8 on the night.
Yeah, there we see that Duke block coming in to effect again. They are just a wall right there at the net.
Correction, number 9 on the night. After that one, 9 blocks by Duke. After 15 the other night against North Carolina. There's a kill again by Madison Williams. She has 8, and another point and a side out for NC State.
Yeah, and the right side's really doing it for NC State. You have Madison Williams doing a great job getting a couple kills there while she's in the front row. Now you have Amanda Rice coming into the front row. The right side has been the key area for NC State's offense to get some points on the board.
16-14, Duke's lead is 2. Here is number 5, the setter, Kristen McDaniel to serve with the left hand, right at Johnson, high in the air. Worthington sliding over John McRobinson and kept it alive, hit over by Brazard. Point continues. Johnson, Worthington, here's Richardson and kept it alive. It's back over on the overpass, and it's a kill and a point for NC State.
Wow, well, that defense was great by NC State. They just dug in, stuck with it. It almost looked like the ball went under the net. I think it really caught Duke off guard there, just scraping the tape. Great resilience there and patience by NC State.
Wicked spin, wicked point won by NC State. 1 point set, Duke in the lead by 1, 16-15. Serve receive by Duke. Here's Richardson getting the timing down. Ricochets off the shoulder of McDaniel. That's dug out by Duke. Little joust to the net, kept alive by Bryant. Worthington, Robinson, yes! A kill! Point Duke!
Wow, what a middle transition there from defense to offense for the Duke side. And great swing by Courtney Bryant out of the back row, but then Jess Robinson just taking care of business. Getting up in the air on a fast defense to offense transition. If you're a young middle, just watch her and do what she does.
Here's Rachel Richardson to serve. A sharp one at Courtney Bryant. They set it up for Brazard. Dig by Madison Bryant. Here's Johnson gently over the top and kept alive by Courtney Bryant for NC State. Batted over the net by Stokes, the libero. A dump over, but NC State ready for it. They tee it up for Rice. Look out. And a dig by Keefe. Back on the NC State side. Keep it alive to Brazard. Fights through the block and gets the kill.
Yes, and you can see NC State just chipping away and fighting and not giving up. And there's that resiliency that we heard talked about earlier on, is just they do their backs against the wall. They don't give up either, and so that's why this whole match is just a fight between these two teams. You're gonna see a lot of back and forth, a lot of scrappy play.
17-16, Duke's lead is down to 1 here in set number 3. Avra Brazard to serve for NC State. Worthington sliding over Robinson. They've had good success on that play. Over in blocked and out of bounds off of NC State. Kill by Gracie Johnson. She has 11.
And Duke's been really clean and really dialed in to those balls that come over the net on overpasses. And they've been the aggressor in tonight's game, taking care of business when those balls are in that on the top of the net zone. They don't let anything kind of play back and forth. They just pop it back over and get the kill.
18-16. Duke in the lead by 2. Timeout taken by Lucas Slabe and NC State as he wants to talk it over with his team.
And similarly, we saw this in set 2 where, Duke called a timeout when they felt that NC State was getting the run. Here you see NC State trying to pause that momentum, regroup themselves, not let Duke get too big of a lead so they can chip away and get that tie and then finish through to the point 25.
Well, for Duke, Christina, how about the play of Gracie Johnson for the Blue Devils in this set? She's been outstanding here for Duke.
Yeah, she really has. 11 kills, hitting over 200. And, she's just such a steady player. She's aggressive at the net. Her arm swing is so fast. And she's really smart. She's hitting cross, hitting line, hitting over the block. Her backcourt attack is just as strong and aggressive as it is in the front court. And you can set her anywhere, and she is just the difference maker for this Duke team. She is their spark. She is their foundation.
Yeah, Johnson, a double-double already in this match. And we talked to Coach Jolene Nagel before the match, asked her about Gracie Johnson. She said Johnson just continues to grow. Her serve is her weapon, but she's a very underrated passer for this team, has a tremendous work ethic on the court. In the weight room, watching tape, you see the double-double, 11 kills and 10 digs already in this match tonight.
Yeah, and you also look at her as a leader, and yes, she's a senior. She's been through the ups and downs. When you get to be a senior, you've seen it all, but she's constantly dialed into her teammates, and you can never tell what the score is by looking at her body language, and that's the mark of a true leader, is she keeps the team up, she keeps them dialed in, she puts the team on their back when they need it. She's the leader that you want to follow and see as an example.
Rice on the attack, dug out by Madison Bryant. Here is Johnson again, diving, saving dig by Daniels. Here's Courtney Bryant, and she's blocked. Rice cranks it up with the left hand, dig by Underwood, who's back in. Worthington, Keefe for the back row, and kept alive by NC State. Here's Bryant on the attack, blocked. Rice. Dig by Madison Bryant. Bump set here by Underwood. Johnson deflected at the net and recovered by NC State. Rice again puts it down. Kill by Amanda Rice, number 12 of the night. Point NC State.
With authority, Amanda Rice was making sure that rally ended with NC State winning the point. Big swing at a big moment. She is locked in.
Jada Allen back to serve for NC State, number 16. Again, we mentioned before the match tonight, came in with 84 total blocks on the season. That leads this Wolfpack team. And the running jump serve by Allen, and right at Underwood. Worthington is there. Here comes Johnson. Look out. Puts it down. Kill by Johnson, number 12 of the night. Point Duke.
And that was a key rotation for Duke to get a side outing, because if you remember, Jada Allen had a run of serve, and so Gracie Johnson just powering over and through the block. It's just so impressive on the outside.
Duke by 2, let serve, received by NC State, and here's Courtney Bryant, denied to the net, back on the NC State side, Rice with the left hand, dig by Worthington, bump set by Underwood, Keefe with the left hand, dig by McDaniel for NC State. Here's Rice again, deflected, and it goes down for the point. Kill by Rice, number 13 in the match.
Rice doing it again. Now going back to serve here, and again, NC State needs to string together some points here. We're kind of trading serves back and forth between Duke. This is their moment to kind of push through and take the lead.
Yeah, Rice had to, again, miss some time as she was sick earlier in the season. Took a little time to get her rhythm and timing back, but she has been playing very nicely tonight. Here's Johnson gently over the top and kept alive by NC State. And we have a whistle, and what do we have? We have 4 hits. I thought so. We have 4 hits on NC State. And Duke, the first team to reach 20 in set 3.
And this is where Duke wants to put the pedal to the metal, accelerate through the finish line, take care of business, and get to that 4th set.
Gracie Johnson back to serve, one of the tri-captains of this Duke team. Along with Christina Barrow and Madison Bryant. Gracie Johnson, one of those tri-captains. She will serve for the team here. Hop, skip, and a jump serve. It's right at Courtney Bryant. Sliding over is Riley Schock and kept alive by Duke. Here's Richardson, deflected to the net, received and recovered by NC State. Bryant blocked. Oh, she's denied by Carrie Keefe. Oh, what a play.
The block party continues for the Duke Blue Devils.
A tremendous block, tremendous defense by Carrie Keefe as she returns to sender.
Yeah, really good job lining right up on Ava Bazard's right shoulder, not giving her any room to hit around. And Lizzie Fleming doing a great job closing the block. All she saw were 4 hands, nowhere to go.
By the way, how good of a recruiter is Jolene Nagel? Carrie Keefe hails from California. Her entire family, mother, father, siblings, all played sports at Stanford. And she was able to talk Carrie Keefe to coming to Duke, 3,000 miles away from home, and a good addition to this team.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, she's just been such an impact player for the Duke Blue Devils, offensively and defensively, and what a gene pool to have there. You know, you have those types of genes running through you. You're going to be a good athlete, and she's going to get to see her family's former team when they're in the ACC next year.
You see her parents, Kristen and Adam. Kristen played volleyball late 80s, early 90s. Adam, her dad, also played for the Cardinal 88 to 92. Adam played in the NBA with the Denver Nuggets, among others. So a very athletic family, successful athletic family, and a Carrie Keefe playing here at Duke. And like you said, next year, perhaps the team will go back to her home stomping grounds and play the Stanford Cardinal in the ACC next year.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun to have that level of volleyball, join the ACC, get to continue to watch good volleyball and help the conference grow. It's going to be a really fun year next year, and I'm sure she'll enjoy either going home to see the family and have them in the stands cheering, or hosting them here.
You know, with Stanford in the ACC next year instead of the Atlantic Coast Conference, how about the any Coast Conference?
Yeah, All Coast Conference.
The All Coast Conference once Stanford and Cal join in 2024. Point for Duke, now 3 points away from taking a pivotal 2-1 lead. Duke won the first set, got out to a good start. NC State claimed set 2. Now it's pretty tight here in set 3. Duke leading at 22-18. Here's McDaniel sliding over his Schock and blocked back over on the NC State side. Bryant over the top, dug out by Duke. Here's Keefe with the left hand, look out. Oh, she is denied and sent back by Riley Schock, number 25 in red, the 6'3 middle. Excess denied, says Schock.
What a great block here by Riley Schock, just sealing the net, big hands, and the timing on that was really nice by the NC State block. They were going up as the Duke player was hitting the ball, allowing them to get that ball going down their side of the court.
Here's Worthington. Fleming is blocked, kept alive, and Little two-hand tap over here by Worthington. Point continues. McDaniel lines it up for Brizard. Blocked out of bounds. Kill by Brizard. That's number 8. And here come the Wolfpack. Down 2 now, 22-20. And back on serve.
That's right. Never count NC State out. I mean, they're going to keep crawling, keep fighting their way back. They're going to find a way to win.
Courtney Bryant running jump serve for the Wolfpack. Right at Johnson. Back over the overpass. Over and down by NC State and Brizard. And here come the Wolfpack down 1, 22-21.
And they're capitalizing on their momentum. I mean, they're stringing together multiple points, keeping that momentum on their side of the court.
And a timeout taken by Jolene Nagel and Duke as the Wolfpack, not too long ago, down 3, making it down 4, 22-18. Now a 4-0 run by NC State. It's been a good back and forth match.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is where NC State cannot let this timeout cause them to get out of their rhythm. You're feeling it offensively. You're in a rhythm now with the Duke hitters with your block. You got to stay locked in and stay loose and not let this timeout cool you off a little bit. And I'm sure Duke, they're trying to regroup here, pause NC State's momentum, and close out this set.
So timeout taken by Duke. And Christina, you played at Duke for Coach Nagel. There's Coach Nagel. When things get tight in sets in these situations, late in sets, what kinds of things would she say to you guys in the huddle?
I think you just go back to control what you can control, right? And go back to trusting your ability. And so don't think about the score, just think about taking care of the ball, bettering the ball, and being patient. Not letting the tenseness of the score cause you to play tight. That's the key in these situations. Staying loose, staying aggressive, and just trusting what you know.
That's the thing about this game. It's a game of runs. It's a game of momentum swings. It goes from not just set to set, but point to point. Here we are, 22-21 Duke in set 3. Duke leading. Duke on serve receive. Here's Keefe down the line. Gets the kill. Kill by Keefe. Number 9 in the match, and now Duke 2 points away from a 2-1 lead.
Really smart decision by Emma Worthington to set Keefe. I mean, you want to set the hot hand in a situation like that to get the side out. Keeps your hot hand. Good decision there by Emma to get her the ball.
Christina Barrow, one of the better servers on this Duke team. Back on the court, she will serve. Hop, skip, and a jump serve at Stokes. McDaniel to the other side. Brizard blocked, kept it alive, and a free ball, and that will not have a chance to get over. A point for Duke, and now it's set point. Triple set point for the Blue Devils.
And I think that timeout was really crucial for Duke to reset, right? Their block has been so strong all match. And so you go back to, hey, take care of the basics, get a good solid block, good solid swing. Again, going back to controlling what you can control.
This is set point for Duke. 24-21 Blue Devils in the third. Brizard kept alive by Duke. Bump set by Johnson. Keefe over the top of the left hand. Dig by McDaniel. Bump set here by Stokes. Here's Brizard again, and that sails long. Coach Slabe wants a touch and does not get it. He's going to the green card, and here we go. Another challenge by Lucas Slabe. He thought there was a touch. Initial ruling was no touch. And now they're going to take a look. This is potentially set point for Duke.
Yeah, and from here, I had a moment where I did think it was a touch too, so we'll see if I can be over 4 or what, but
is that what you are? You're 0 for 3?
I think I'm over 3, so we'll see. But I mean, it's really close to the hand, so we'll let the replays just speak for themselves, I guess.
Let's see. There's the ball, and does Jess Robinson get her hand away at the last second?
I think
she does.
The pinky of Carrie Keefe.
Oh, the pinky of Keefe.
Look at her left hand pinky. I'll let you give your synopsis, but I think we've got to.
It's so close.
It's so close.
That's actually a crystal clear look from our crew, which is outstanding. That's tough. I'm glad I don't have to make these decisions.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's easy to sit here and speculate what we
Much
think.
easier up here. And this is a critical point because if Duke wins the point, if the call stands, then it's 2-1 Duke. If NC State gets it reversed, then the third set continues.
Absolutely, and also a chance to slow down the momentum with this challenge of Duke. Kind of use it as a pseudo timeout too, and hopefully ice their rhythm right now a little bit.
The verdict is in, and they're calling a touch. A touch on Duke, and the set continues. Another good, successful challenge by Lucas Slabe of NC State.
You know, it's great to have the challenge option here too, and the game is tight like this. You make sure you get the right call called. So good job by the officiating crew there for getting it done.
Well, now it's set point number 2 for Duke. A chance for the Blue Devils to go up 2-1 here in this match. Here's the big booming jump serve by Stokes and received by Keefe. Good pass by Keefe. Here's Richardson, climbs the ladder over the top, dig by Rice. McDaniel, here's Brazard, blocked to the net, and it crawls over. Joust to the net, over and down by Duke! And the Blue Devils take set 3, 25-22. Now we start set 4, underway here in set number 4 from Cameron Indoor Stadium. Here's Gracie Johnson on the attack and kept alive by Stokes. Free ball over by Jada Allen, almost some miscommunication. Here's Robinson on the attack and is dug out by NC State. They set it up for Rice, look out, puts it down, kill by Rice, number 14 in the match. 1-0 NC State.
Rice has been so impressive because the Duke side knows it's going to her. She is their key player right now offensively, and she's still able to find the ball to the floor through big blocks and keyed-in defense.
1-0 Wolfpack here in the 4th set, and they serve it up to Duke, and the dump over, and a beauty by Emma Worthington. That's her 4th kill, her 2nd dump over kill, faking out the NC State team with the dump over, the kill on the point.
Yeah, she has a really good vision and feel for when the opportunity presents itself to do those types of dumps. The middle blocker on the other side, Jada Allen, did not jump with her, and so she knows that she's got a wide open net for that dump.
Madison Bryant serving for Duke. Here is a bump set by McDaniel. Rice with the left hand, finds the corner and puts it down. Kill by Amanda Rice. Kill number 15, just found an angle to hit it into the corner where Duke was not.
Yeah, I mean, leading the team in hitting percentage right now at 500. Just really impressive job on the right side.
2-1 NC State here in set number 4. Duke on serve receive. Johnson climbs the ladder, blocked on her attack. Recovered on this side by Duke. Johnson again, deflected, and down it goes. Killed by Gracie Johnson, number 14.
Yeah, I think she's saying thank you, net, for a little help there on that one. Help get that sharp cross angle into the wide open court, but way to keep battling there on the outside attack.
2-2 tie in set number 4. Emma Worthington, the setter to serve. Let's serve, received by NC State. Allen over the top. Back over by Duke on the NC State side. McDaniel, tight set to the net, and there's another kill by Amanda Rice. Kill number 16. And a point for NC State.
Yeah, and Duke's block really didn't get set up well against Amanda Rice. You saw Gracie Johnson kind of flying to the left, and so Amanda Rice took full advantage of that.
3-2, NC State in the lead here by 1 in the 4th set of the match. Worthington to the other side, and it's actually Fleming that hits it over. Here's Martina Leoniak, number 14 in the match for the first time for NC State. Johnson over the top for Duke. Here's Schock, the back set. Little joust at the net, over and down by Duke, and a point for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, right idea by Riley Schock getting into Amanda Rice, but just a little too tight. And Amanda Rice trying to do something with it, but hard to, and it's that tight against a big block like you have with Duke.
Tied at 3 apiece. Here's Gracie Johnson having a great match here so far tonight. Serves it, and a service ace. Mishandled by NC State. Service ace by Johnson. She's had multiple aces on the service line here tonight. 4-3 Duke.
Yeah, and that's a very strategic serving placement. You want to aim it at the outside attacker that's pulled back to pass, because you're hoping they'll release and maybe get an ace like that.
Riley Schock knocks it down just inside the sideline. Riley Schock, kill number 3. She's been active off the bench tonight. Played in 24 matches last year. Was 4th in the ACC in blocks with 106. Gets a kill right there, her 3rd of the night.
Yeah, and love seeing her get involved in the offense. NC State needs to keep doing that to help have a balanced offense and keep Duke's block on their heels.
Free ball over by Bryant. Point continues. Cabello, the back set. Here's Williams. Oh, she's denied by Lizzie Fleming up front, as well as Rachel Richardson.
Yeah, credit to Duke's block there, lining up really well on that right side attack. First starts with Rachel Richardson's vision. You can see her looking, lining up on that right shoulder on Madison Williams. Great job by the Duke block.
5-4, Duke in the lead by 1. Here is Cabello, the back set, looking for Leoniak and puts it down. Kill by Martina Leoniak, and that's her first kill of the night.
Yeah, and you know, NC State, their right side is being so effective, and not that Duke has a small block, but maybe one of their smaller blockers is on the pin, so hoping to attack that line. But getting that right side involved has been really effective for NC State.
And Leoniak will serve. Played 2 years ago at Hawaii, transferred to NC State last year. She had 201 kills a year ago for the Wolfpack. Back on the Wolfpack side, bump set by Stokes. Here's Brazard, blocked by Duke. Here's Williams, she's been active tonight, dug out by Worthington. Bump set here by Bryant for the back row. Johnson, dig, back over in the overpass by NC State. They set it up for Keefe, and Keefe puts it away! Kill by Keefe! Number 10 on the night, point Duke.
I mean, that was full speed ahead for Carrie Keefe. She just let it rip, and there was nothing stopping that train from getting that kill.
Here's Carrie Keefe to serve. Little hop, skip and a jump serve right at NC State. Here's Brazard. Oh, the block party continues here in Durham. Jess Robinson returns to sender.
I mean, it is just so impressive. Watch how she just gets above, closes the block with her hands. Even though her body's not there, her hands are, and just does such a good job of redirecting the ball back into the court.
It's a block party, and everyone at Duke is invited. The last 2 matches, Wednesday night against North Carolina, 15 blocks, tying a season high for the Devils. And now another block tonight, 13 tonight. Could we have an encore performance? I think so. And a service ace by Carrie Keefe, and an 8-5 lead for Duke.
Yeah, and you see Carrie Keefe there telling the team, let's go, let's keep the bus rolling, pedal to the metal, finish this out.
And a timeout taken by NC State in set 3. Duke leads at 8-5. Duke up 2-1. Back after this.
Sure feels good when you get it right. And with the #1 power toothbrush brand recommended by dental professionals, Philips Sonicare makes it easy for you to always get brushing right.
Infused with nourishing serum and almond oil, Nivea Essentially Enriched Lotion helps lock in goodness for smooth, luminous skin, so you can go from morning until happy hour with this lady. For goodness that keeps going, nourish on with Nivea.
Let's go.
Everything they've tasted until now was just practice for this.
Oh my goodness gracious.
These are the 2 sauces, sweet and spicy jam and the mambo.
Look how that thing drizzle on there.
The way it's glistening, stop. Oh my.
Sweet and spicy jam and mambo sauce are on the McDonald's menu for a limited time.
Oh my goodness.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Faith's Flowers wasn't living up to its name, but now she's using Amazon Business. With bulk orders that work around her schedule, plus easy ways to track spend, which means Faith has the time to make it, well, fantastic. Amazon Business, your partner for smart business buying.
And we're back in Durham, and how about the series history? NC State looking for its first win at Duke. Since 1988, a span of 33 consecutive losses in this building to Duke, and Duke has won 4 of the last 6 overall. As we return to play, serving is key for Duke. Here is Brizard, and that is touched, they say, by Duke. Kill by Brizard. That is her 11th and a point for NC State.
Yeah, really nice job here getting the high hands of Emma Worthington there.
Here's Sky Stokes with that big booming serve. Look out, here it comes, and a bullet right at Richardson, back over the net. Here is Jada Allen down the court and slams it down. Kill by Jada Allen, her 4th.
Oh, that was a beautiful swing by Jada Allen, a beautiful connection between her and Naomi Canelo. Watch this, she's up in the air almost as the ball leaves the setter's hands and just cranks right on top of it. Not much Duke could do at that point.
8-7, Duke in the lead by 1. The serve again by Stokes. Let's serve out of bounds, and a free point for Duke. So serving is Rachel Richardson. Coach Nagel says that Richardson's a dynamic athlete. She can touch over 10 feet in her vertical jump. Brings good consistency to this team. Good outside hitter. Good defender as well. And there's a big-time kill by NC State's Ava Brizard. That's her 12th and a side out and a point for State.
Yeah, and Ava Brizard really did a really good job taking full advantage of hitting off of high hands from Emma Worthington, which, you know, she's definitely avoiding Jess Robinson's block. She wants to, and so she's attacking that line, which is allowing her to hit off of Emma's hands.
Kristen McDaniel will serve for NC State. And the left-handed serve, and that's too long, out of bounds, and a free point for Duke. Duke trying to close it out in 4. NC State trying to force a 5th and deciding set. And it was really critical for Duke to win that first set, a kind of a rarity against NC State this year. NC State 12-1 when winning the first set this year. Here's Jada Allen, blocked by Fleming, but out of bounds off Fleming. Kill by Allen. You can hear the pop of the ball way up here.
Absolutely, and that's what NC State needs to do, is get Jada Allen involved. She's hitting for the season over 300, and she's so powerful. Feed her the ball, she can get it done. It's great to see.
Here's Worthington to the other side. Johnson, and deflected at the net. Recovered by NC State. Punched over by Allen. Point continues. Worthington. Johnson down the line. No, out of bounds. And a point for the Wolfpack. And we are tied at 10 apiece in set 4. Here's Brizard. Serves it up right at Johnson. Worthington tees it up for Fleming, gently over the top. Almost went down. Recovered by NC State. Rice blocked. Back to the NC State side. McDaniel. Rice again blocked. Kept alive by NC State. And here's Rice again one more time. No, it's into the net. Hitting error by Rice. And a side out and a point for Duke.
Yeah, you know, only second error for Amanda Rice tonight, but I want to call out NC State's coverage. They are doing such a good job of supporting their hitters, covering so that the hitters can hit confidently. When you know your teammates are under the block going to cover for you, you can take much bigger swings on the ball, and NC State's doing a great job of doing that.
Allen, pancake saving dig by Bryant. Johnson over the top and recovered by NC State. Here is Rice with the left hand. Sails it long, out of bounds, and a point for Duke. And that all started because of the pancake dig by Bryant.
Yeah, that was a great layout dig by Bryant, keeping that ball alive. And then a good conversion. Nice outstretched arms, keeping it alive. And then a nice set by Emma.
Worthington serves for Duke. Duke in the lead by 2, 12-10 in the 4th. Here's Leoniak, dig by Bryant, back over the net. On the NC State side, McDaniel tees it up for Rice, and she fights through the double block attempt and gets the kill and the point. She's been outstanding tonight, 17 kills and hitting over 400 for the night.
Yeah, really impressive, and again, taking full advantage of when Duke's block is not setting up, seeing the open space, taking a big rip at it.
12-11, Duke's lead is 1 here in set 4. Here is Allen serving for NC State, and a sharp one, too long, out of bounds, and a point for Duke. Each team has won 3 of its last 4 matches entering tonight. Has the ACC ever been this competitive this year? I mean, ever before? I mean, my goodness, it's such a lethal league.
Yeah, it's really
everyone's good.
It's really fun to watch. Yeah, you cannot take a night off or count anyone out. It's that's the kind of volleyball you want to play.
McDaniel, the back set for Rice, and they can't find an answer to stop Amanda Rice. Amanda Rice, kill number 18.
She is getting it done. NC State is feeding her, and she is responding, and it is so fun to watch. Duke's got to find a way to slow her down if they want to stop NC State's string of points.
Here's Naomi Cabello to serve, one of the servers for NC State. Played 2 years at Texas in 2020 and 2021 before transferring to NC State last year. Free ball over by Richardson. Point continues. Stokes, Cabello. They tee it up for Leoniak. Dig by Madison Bryant. Worthington with the back row as Johnson clips the tape and down it goes. Hits the tape, hits the floor, and a point for Duke.
Yeah, I don't think it was what she's intending, but I think she'll take the help from the tape like she did that last swing. Kind of puts it off speed and throws NC State's defense off. A kill's a kill, right? A point's a point.
Kill for Duke, point for Duke. In the lead by 2, 14-12. Barrow to serves right at Leoniak. The back set. Here's the attack by Williams, and that's wide of the line, out of bounds, and a point for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, beautiful set by Sky Stokes there to the outside. Really nice hands on that set.
And we get a timeout of the court. In set 4, Duke 15, NC State 12. The Blue Devils lead the match 2-1. And we're back after this on ACC Network Extra.
Brown sugar and cinnamon, sweet potato chip.
I love this.
These are gonna be the rolled wafers. Give it a try, tell me what you think. Like a mini pie rolled up. These are our old-fashioned pumpkin snap cookies.
Not too sugary. Something I would give to my daughter.
For all your fall favorites, come on down to your local Sprouts.
Let's go.
Everything they've tasted until now was just practice for this.
Oh my goodness gracious.
These are the 2 sauces, sweet and spicy jam, and the mambo.
Look how that thing drizzle on there.
The way it's glistening, stop. Oh my.
Sweet and spicy jam and mambo sauce are on the McDonald's menu for a limited time.
Oh my goodness.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
That looks really high.
It is high.
Whenever you're ready.
Are there any snakes?
Nope.
You sure?
Here we go. It's time to push your limits.
You're doing great.
Whoa, is that a buffalo?
Babe, that's a cow.
The all-new Subaru Crosstrek Wilderness. Adventure on the edge.
Back in Durham, here are some interesting numbers for Duke the last 2 seasons. When the team hits at least 200, solid records. When it hits below 200, losing records. Right now hitting 235 at the moment in this match tonight, trying to knock off NC State. There's a one-hand tap over, back over. No, it goes back over by NC State and down for the point. Point for the Wolfpack. Now down 2, 15-13 in set 4. So serving for NC State, number 14, Martina Leoniak out of Warsaw, Poland, 6'4", junior outside hitter. Last year for the Wolfpack, 201 kills, 189 digs. As we mentioned earlier, played 2 years at Hawaii. Running jump serve by Leoniak right at Johnson. Worthington, Robinson, yes, a kill! Robinson back in the act with her 10th kill of the night.
Yeah, and she does a really good job. Again, when she approaches, she stays really open to the setter, so watch her shoulders. They are facing Emma, and then she just turns this and gets that nice, high, sharp cross-court attack.
Williams, dig, a diving play by Gracie Johnson. Bump set by Bryant. Here is Keefe over the top gently. Bump set by Stokes. Here's Brazard down the line. No, oh, there's a touch by Duke out of bounds. Kill by Brazard, number 13.
Ava Brazard doing another great job of hitting off of high hands, getting Emma's right hand she's been so effective at getting those high hands and tooling off the block.
Here's the big booming serve by Sky Stokes. Look out and right at Bryant. Worthington sliding over Robinson, inbounds. No, they say out of bounds. Hitting error by Robinson, just missed. Point for NC State. And Stokes will serve it again. The transfer from West Virginia is Stokes. Played there for 3 years before transferring here this year to NC State. Big serve again by Stokes. Worthington for the back row is Keefe. Cranks it up in the dig by Cabello. Stokes, Brazard, and that's off the hands of Keefe, and it goes sailing into the stands out of bounds. And a kill and a point for NC State.
Yeah, and credit to NC State, too, mixing up where their hitters are hitting from. Again, you have Brazard in that play hitting from the right side. She's been hitting from the outside all game. Now they're mixing it up. They got Madison Williams on the outside, Brazard on the right side, keeping Duke's block a little bit off balance there, and resulting in that kill.
Tied at 16 apiece. Here's the big lethal serve by Stokes again, right at Bryant. Joust at the net, and running back there is Johnson. Free ball, and it's over by Richardson. Point continues. Stokes, Cabello. Here's Williams with the right hand, cranks it up and is blocked by Robinson. Brazard off the hand of Keefe, and it goes back over. Allen gently over the top, poked over by Worthington. Point continues on the NC State side. Gentle two-hand tap over by NC State. Worthington, Robinson, yes! Slams it down for the kill and the point.
Great defense to offensive transition there, getting Jess Robinson involved in that play. You can see here she gets up in the air so fast. NC State's block does not have time to line up with her. Wide open net, great swing.
And Duke ends that little run, back in the lead by 1 here in the fourth set, 17-16. Cabello, Brazard, and puts it down. Kill by Brazard.
Yeah, and Brazard is taking full advantage of that matchup between her and Emma Worthington. Duke has not had an answer for Brazard to slow her down on that line shot or high hands off of Emma.
Yeah, it looked like that last point, maybe some miscommunication in the back row by Duke. Not to mention a good adjustment in midair by Ava Brazard. Living up to her billing here tonight, 15 kills by Brazard. We're tied at 17 apiece. McDaniel serves for NC State. Here's Johnson with the right hand blocked, and that's out of bounds, and a kill by Johnson. Her 15th of the match, and a point for Duke. Johnson, 16 kills Wednesday night against North Carolina. 15 kills so far tonight here, and we're in the fourth set. Duke leading at 18-17. Madison Bryant to serve for the Blue Devils, right at Leoniak. McDaniel tees it up for Allen. Dug out somehow by Keefe, but it goes out of bounds. Big time power and the swing by Allen, and we're tied at 18.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, great swing. She is so effective in that middle position. She's up early for the setter to get a quick set to her hands, fast arm swing. And she is so good in that middle position.
Worthington sets it up for Johnson and blocked. Oh, and the points recorded. Oh, Amanda Rice, known for offense so far in this match, gets a huge block there defensively. And a point for NC State, and the Wolfpack back in the lead.
Yeah, huge block at a pivotal time in this set, allowing State to go up 19-18 against Duke.
A timeout taken by Jolene Nagel and Duke. Back and forth we go in this set. Timeout taken by Duke. It's down by 1, 19-18 in set number 4. And again for Duke, this is its 4th match in 8 nights. And just the way the schedule worked out, and they played North Carolina on Wednesday. Won that rivalry match. Now it's playing another rivalry team in this league, NC State, here tonight. And not only physically, but you got to wonder how mentally taxing is this here for Duke the last couple of nights.
Yeah, well, you know, it's just part of the season, and that is the differentiator between great teams and good teams. So they have to learn and figure out how to stay mentally tough, mentally resilient. And, you know, in these moments, you have to enjoy being in uncomfortable situations so that you can respond and embrace it. You know, when you have these tight matches, if you get nervous or scared, then yeah, you're gonna get tight and make mistakes. But if you embrace it, enjoy it, you thrive in it, then you're gonna stay aggressive, stay loose, stay hungry, and hopefully come out on top. So it's all about that mindset.
So out of the timeout taken by Duke, NC State leads it 19-18, and the Wolfpacks serve it up. Here's Worthington, lines it up for Johnson. Dig by Stokes. A little tight set of the net. And hit over. Oh, that was touched by Duke. It's a kill for Amanda Rice, her 19th of the match, and NC State, the first team to reach 20 here in set 4.
It was like a little basketball dunk action there on the net against Gracie Johnson. She just, really tight set, not much you could do with it, but smart play trying to go off of Gracie there.
NC State by 2. Lizzie Fleming gets the kill. Lizzie Fleming, kill number 4 for her. A much-needed side out, then a point for Duke, down 1.
Yep, and Lizzie doing a really good job turning that ball, feeling that she had a block on her right side, so turning that ball to the open space of the court.
Here's Worthington to serve, right at Stokes. Good serve by Worthington. Rice again blocked. Diving dig by Worthington and hit over the net by Nikki Underwood, who's back in the game for Duke. Here is Rice again, down the line, out of bounds, and a point for Duke. And we're tied at 20 apiece, and now a side out for Duke. Tied at 20. Here's the serve by Worthington for Duke, right at Leoniak. McDaniel tees it up for Rice, blocked. Back on the NC State side, Stokes sets it up for Rice again and fights through the block, gets the kill to the point. Kill by Rice, number 20 on the night, and NC State back in the lead. 21-20, NC State. NC State trying to force a 5th and deciding set. It trails in the match right now, 2-1, but it's up in the 4th set by 1. Here's the serve by Jada Allen, right at Underwood. Worthington is there, lines it up for Keefe, cranks it up and throws it down. No, it's dug out by State. Leoniak, dig by Worthington. Here's Johnson with the right-hand attack. Oh, blocked at the net, and it's a point for NC State.
NC State's block is coming alive at a pivotal time in this match and this set. They're doing a really good job staying locked into Duke's hitters, being really disciplined with their hands along the net.
And the final timeout taken by Jolene Nagel and Duke. So NC State 3 points away from winning the set. Duke 5 points away from winning the match. And a timeout, the final one taken by Duke here of the 4th set. NC State has not won against Duke in this building since 1988. Were you even born in 1988?
That was the year I was born.
It was the year you were born.
The year I was born, yes.
So in your lifetime, you've never seen NC State win in this building.
That's right, yeah.
My goodness.
It's a first for everything.
All right, so timeout taken by Duke. And if you're NC State, you just keep going back to Rice. I mean, she's been doing it so well here tonight, especially in the 4th set.
Absolutely. I mean, set the hot hand, but you also have to know that Duke knows she's the hot hand, right? And so if you're Amanda Rice, you want to stay aggressive. You don't want Duke's block to necessarily change or cause you to be tight on your swing. But you just got to know that they're going to be locked into you and maybe even cheat over, knowing that Amanda Rice is the go-to player right now.
20 kills for Rice, hitting a blistering 375. She's actually cooled off from when she was 8 for 10 on attacks for 800 in the first set. She was outstanding in that first set. Now she's cooled off to a chilly 3+ here in this match so far here tonight. So 22-20, NC State in the lead here in the 4th set, trying to tie it up at 2 sets apiece. Serving is Allen, receiving is Duke. Here's Keefe on the attack, and it's dug out by Rice. McDaniel, Leoniak off balance, gets a touch and a kill by Leoniak. Here come the Wolfpack. Leoniak's second kill, and it's 23-20.
Really nice job. NC State, again, just not letting anything rattle them. They're playing really smart, hitting off high hands, avoiding that big block, but using it to their advantage.
Here's Jada Allen, little hop, skip, and a jump serve, and received by Johnson. Worthington is there, lines it up for Fleming, and there's a big-time kill by Fleming. A touch by NC State. Much needed side out, then a point for Duke.
Yeah, absolutely, and Duke so effective in that middle position with Lizzie and Jess Robinson. And NC State only getting one block, so giving Lizzie a lot of space to hit around the block and keep Duke in this set.
Gracie Johnson serves right at Leoniak. McDaniel, shock is blocked. Here's Rice again, blocked, recovered by Duke. Worthington, and a mistiming, miscommunication, but it's over anyway by Richardson. Here's Rice again, dig by Worthington, no, it goes out of bounds. Ricochets off of Worthington, and now it's triple set point for NC State.
And you can really see how now that NC State in this set has had a better balanced offense getting their middles involved, with Jada Allen getting 14 attempts. And it's just allowed the pins to have a little bit more space to swing and have room to get those kills.
Set point for Duke, and just barely out of bounds on the serve, and a side out, and a point for Duke as it saves one set point.
We've got a challenge here by NC State.
Now, Lucas Labe, he's been successful on the challenges here tonight. He's going to go to the challenge again. I'm assuming, looking to see if it was inbounds or not. It looked barely out from way up here, but then again, we're way up here.
Right, exactly. And yeah, and it's a great time to call the replay, to ask for the replay, because you've got a chance here to close out this set, and you've been successful, and if there's even a chance, why not try it?
Tough to see from the baseline angle from there. It's close.
Yeah, that angle, it's Gracie's Johnson's head's kind of blocking the line too, so it's hard to tell. And remember, if any part of the ball touches the line, it's in.
And from that angle, again, Gracie Johnson's head blocking our view a little bit, looks to be out. Right, Duke will serve first here in set 5. It's Gracie Johnson serving, and away we go here in set number 5. And Allen whiffed on the attempt. It's over the net anyway. Here's Richardson, puts it down. Kill by Richardson. Her second kill of the night. 1-0 Duke in the 5th.
And that's the start that Duke wants. Get the kill right away, keep it rolling.
Here's Johnson to serve it again, a deep one at Leoniak. McDaniel, here's Allen gently over the top, dug out by Richardson. Worthington, back set, Keefe, down it goes! Kill by Keefe, number 11 of the night, and it's 2-0 Duke.
Yeah, no surprise that Duke setter Emma Worthington goes to carry Keefe on that set. She's been hot all night. Does it again there.
Gracie Johnson, one of the better servers on this team. Just a good all-around player for Coach Nagel, as she told us earlier this season. Good server, underrated passer. Her defense has improved, and she said that when it comes to Gracie Johnson, she just has the ability to glide through the air just so effortlessly and gracefully. No pun intended.
Yeah, that was a good pun, though.
She's able to do some damage for this Duke offense. And there's a block, but it's out of bounds. Kill by Amanda Rice again. 22 kills on the match. A match high. And NC State is on the board in the 5th.
Yeah, again, similarly, no surprise. They're going to go to Amanda Rice on the right side. She's been so effective over there.
Brazard serving for NC State. Worthington, here's Fleming over the top, goes in the corner, and it's good for the kill.
Oh, really, really smart play by Lizzie Fleming there. The set connection wasn't there, but she did something better with the ball. Again, you always want to better the ball get to open court. Great, smart shot and vision by Lizzie Fleming.
Nobody there in the back part of the corner of the court for NC State. Point for Duke, and Christina Barrow to serve, number 14 in black for Duke, rather. Duke leading it 3-1 here in the fifth as Barrow serves, a little floating serve. Here's McDaniel. Rice dug out by Johnson. Worthington, they set it up for Keefe, the left-hander, gently over the top. Sliding dig by Daniels. Here's Rice again, puts it down. Wow, big-time kill by Rice, number 23 in the match.
Wow, that was a fast arm swing, and this set was even at a faster tempo than we've seen really set to her, but fast arm swing just goes right down the line. Rachel Richardson did not have enough time to get set up and take that shot away from her.
That almost looked like a frustration attack in a swing by Amanda Rice. 3-2, Duke of the lead by 1 here in the fifth. Here's Jada Allen to serve. Right at Johnson, bump set by Bryant. Here is Richardson, climbs the ladder and gets the kill. A touch by NC State, kill by Bryant, by Richardson. That's her third of the match.
But now it's NC State's ball. I think they called a Duke player into the net.
Oh, didn't see that. Duke player into the net at the last second, and we're instead of 4-2, it's now 3-3. And here's Allen to serve for NC State again. Oh, that's a service ace. Gracie Johnson in the back row thought it was going out of bounds, and it just got inside the line. A service ace for State.
Yeah, and Jada Allen with that tough float serve. You know, back in the Miami match, she got them back to 14-14 with that serve, and so Duke's got to really get this side out if they don't want her to get on a run.
Allen serves at Bryant. Worthington is there. Here's Robinson, puts it down. Kill by Robinson. That's her 12th. She had 7 kills, 10 block assists in Wednesday night's win over North Carolina. Gets a much-needed point there for Duke and a side out as well. Duke serving, tied at 4 in set number 5. Here's Carrie Keefe to serve, right at Leoniak. A back set it for Rice. Look out, puts it away. Kill by Rice, number 24 on the night. And NC State back in the lead.
Wow, great job by Amanda Rice. And she's doing some really great things with some really kind of relatively tough sets. That set, again, a little high and tight. And that's a really tough ball to handle when you have a big block like Duke's. And so she does a great job of getting to her hand of the ball fast and keeping it in play through the block.
Serving is NC State. Worthington, Robinson off the shoulder. Ricochets off Daniels. And two-hand tap over by Williams. Diving dig by Keefe for the back row is Johnson, and the dig by Cabello. Bump set by Daniels. Here is Leoniak, cranks it up, and it's dug out by Duke, but it goes out of bounds. And a kill by Leoniak, and a point for NC State.
She is really just such an aggressive attacker. It is really fun to watch her play. She takes nothing off that arm swing when she swings on the outside.
6-4, Wolfpack in the lead by 2 in set 5. Here's Naomi Cabello to serve, and it's right at Richardson. Tight set of the net. Here is a throwdown by Robinson. Knocks it down. Kill number 13 by Robinson, and Duke is within 1.
Wow, and that was through 3 blockers on the NC State side. They try to get as many hands up on Jess Robinson as they can, and she still finds a way to hit through the block.
Rachel Richardson back to serve. Serving for Duke, which is down 1, 6-5 in set number 5. Here's Williams, too long, out of bounds, and a point for Duke, and we're tied at 6.
Again, looked like Madison Williams was going for those high hands. We've seen it before when Emma Worthington's on the right side blocking. NC State's really trying to attack her hands, get those tools. You could see Madison looking back to see if there was a touch on that one, but no call.
Tied at 6. Richardson to serve, received by NC State. They set it up for Leoniak. Oh, hit it. Looked like she couldn't decide what to do, either to hit it straight or to the angle, and lost the angle and hit it into the net.
Yeah, a little bit of a tough set there, kind of low and flat, and so trying to do something with it, but just not enough oomph on that tip.
Duke regains the lead by 1, 7-6. Richardson serves a deep one at Leoniak. Cabello back set for Leoniak. Look out, puts it down. Kill by Leoniak. That is her 4th. 6'4" junior outside hitter knocks it down, and we're tied at 7.
Yes, and I love that Naomi Cabello went back to her right side where, you make an error. You want to go back to that hitter. You want to give them confidence, know that you trust them, that you believe in them. And two, the other side sometimes thinks, oh, you'll go somewhere else because you don't want to go back to where you made that mistake. Go right back to him. That was a great decision.
7-all tie in the fifth. Leoniak serves, almost an ace, recovered by Duke, and a two-hand tap over by Keith, just barely over the tape. Cabello to the other side, Brazard, and that's out of bounds, and a point for Duke. And is Coach Slabe going to go to the challenge card? He is again.
Looks like the line judge on the NC State side of the court called a touch. The NC State bench is waving down at the up official to make sure that they see and talk to him to get clarity. So we'll have a little meeting here between the officials to hear what his call was. And the NC State bench and coaches were adamant that they check in with him for that touch. We'll have a little conference here to see what the call is.
They call a touch on Duke. And now Jolene Nagel goes to the challenge card, and she will challenge this call.
And if you look at that pinky of Emma Worthington, that's where the touch would be if it is a touch. But she seems pretty adamant in the replay that there's not. Obviously, she would. She'd want to play. She doesn't want to call a touch on herself. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the call is, if they reverse it or not.
Well, Coach Slabe of NC State, he's been successful quite a bit tonight in the challenge department. Let's see what happens with Jolene Nagel's dispute here. And boy, critical point here in the match. Here in the fifth set, whoever wins this point will be up 8-7. Originally, it was called point Duke, and then a quick reversal after a brief meeting among the officials. Now it's 8-7 NC State. It could stay that way, or it could be flip-flopped again, depending on the verdict of this challenge by Duke.
Again, great job by the officiating team, taking the time to make sure they get it right, looking at all different angles. Here's another one. That's a close one to call.
They call it out of bounds off of NC State. No touch by Duke. Jolene Nagel retains the challenge, wins it, and wins the point as well. And Duke up 8-7 now at the midway point of the set. They'll switch sides for the remainder of the match. Take a quick break, and we'll be back after this. It's 8-7 Duke in the fifth, tied at 2 sets apiece. Back after this.
Okay, again, this is a status bar, this is a search bar. Let's know the difference, okay? Social media. It can be overwhelming for a young homeowner turning into their parents.
Now, what does it mean to slide into someone's DMs? Because it sounds like a lot of fun.
Okay, we're not ready for that. As a team, we'll get there. It might be a fruit emoji, but that doesn't mean they're talking about fruit.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
Okay, do you really think we need 47 photos of fun dinner at Pam's?
Yes.
No.
Uh-oh. It's the Southeast Mini Golf Mixer Champs.
Do anything cool this weekend?
Mark.
Mark?
I just stayed in.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Cleveland or South Beach. Be the real you.
back at Cameron Indoor. 8-7 Duke, after winning the last point, leads it by 1 here, 8-7 in the fifth. And bad serve by Bryant. Free point for NC State. Tied at 8 apiece here in the fifth. So we're halfway through this fifth set. Again, it's the first team to reach 15 points in the fifth with at least a 2-point advantage. We're tied at 8. We're tied at 2 sets apiece. Here comes the big booming serve by the libero, number 9, Sky Stokes for NC State. And that's out of bounds. Service error by NC State and a free point for Duke.
Yeah, and right now we're just trading points back and forth, and so it's going to be in this last little stretch who can string together a few points and stop and keep some runs going.
See the service error numbers. Free points for both teams in that category tonight. Here's Williams, dig by a sliding Worthington. Whistle, net violation, they say. Someone in the net by Duke, and now we're tied at 9.
It looks like it was Gracie Johnson in the net. So again, just kind of back and forth. Yeah, we see there. On our way down, looks like a leg at the bottom of the net.
Yeah, her hips hit the net on the way down, like you said. Tied at 9 here in set 5. Number 5 serving for State. That's McDaniel. Fleming on the attack and is dug out by NC State. Here's Brizard over the top of the dig by Worthington. Bump set by Bryant. Here's Keefe, and the kill by Keefe. Her 12th of the night, and gives Duke a 1-point lead.
Yeah, great swing, and this is the time that they want Carrie Keefe to help finish out this set. You know, she's got 2 more rotations there in the front row. She's going to be a key player here for Duke's offense.
Gracie Johnson, hop, skip, and a jump serve. Right at Brizard. McDaniel, the back set. Here's Rice, look out. Sails it long out of bounds. NC State wants a touch. There is no touch on the call, but Coach Slabe for State goes to the green card, and here we go again. He's been winning them all night. We'll see what happens here. Take him to Vegas with you, huh?
Right.
I mean, luck there, huh?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, his and his team too was adamant. You could see immediately Amanda Rice signaling over to him that there was definitely a touch on that swing, and so let's see. Oh, yeah.
Well, we thought that before on one play.
We did, so.
And we were wrong.
Yeah, don't take my word for it, but from what we're seeing in that replay here.
That looks pretty obvious to me.
Yeah, it looks like, there's that.
Yep, they call a touch. He wins the challenge again.
I mean, he is on fire with his challenge calls.
Is he 5 for 5, 6 for 6?
And credit to the coaches too. You know, I love that they trust their players. When they see something on the court, you know, they have sometimes the best view or the best feel, and so he immediately saw them respond and went right to the challenge card.
Tied at 10 apiece. Ava Brizard will serve it for NC State right at Bryant. Worthington, Fleming, yes! A kill by Fleming, her 7th, and Duke breaks the tie, back in the lead by 1.
And she is fired up, keeping her team fired up as she runs off the court. That was a great swing. Watch how she just stays open and cranks that to the left back. She was feeling that swing right there.
Coming into tonight for the season, Fleming only 10 attack errors in 250 attacks for the season. Here's Rice. Kept alive by Duke, and a free ball. No, that's not going to be over legally by Duke, and we're tied at 11.
Yeah, the ball cannot cross the antenna. If it had stayed inside the antenna on the Duke side and then crossed the net, clean, continue to play, but it went over top the antenna, and that would be a signal for out.
Tied at 11 apiece here in the 5th and deciding set. Back and forth we go. Now Jada Allen will serve for NC State. Little hop, skip, and a jump serve by Allen right at Bryant. Worthington is there. Tees up for Robinson. Is dug out by NC State. Poked over by the Wolfpack. Dug out here by Bryant. Here is Keefe. Blocks. Kept alive. Over the net somehow by Duke. Rice puts it down, killed by Amanda Rice. 25 kills on the night for Amanda Rice, and NC State with a lead of 1. here in the 5th set, 3 points away from the win.
Great scramble plays by both sides, keeping the ball alive, and then just rips the ball. No block up against her. Watch out for Amanda Rice.
Timeout taken by Jolene Nagel and Duke. What a match. Back and forth every set.
Back and forth. And we knew both of these teams were pretty evenly matched coming into this game. I mean, both hovering around the same rankings in all the different statistics in the conference, and so you knew it was going to be a battle. Both have really dynamic offenses, good blockers on both sides of the net, and so this is definitely, if both teams weren't mentally prepared for a battle like this, then they should have been, because we're getting a great match to watch.
Yeah, I said it was kill number 25 for Rice. It's actually kill number 26. So 26 kills for Amanda Rice. If you look at the NC State Wolfpack numbers for players with 25 or more kills in a match in the last decade, it's a short list. Melissa Evans, Ava Brazard earlier this year, and Amanda Rice here tonight, 26 kills. She's just been outstanding. Again, she missed some time this year, according to Coach Schlabe. She was sick, missed a few matches, got back into the lineup after feeling better, getting her rhythm back, her timing, and her rhythm and timing has been spectacular here tonight. 26 kills.
Yeah, she has not skipped a beat this entire match. And again, Duke knows who the ball's going to, and they still cannot find a way to stop her or slow her down. She is just being so effective. It's really fun to watch on that right side.
12-11 NC State in the lead here by 3 in the 5th and deciding set. Here's Worthington, tees it up for Robinson, and ricochets off a couple of different Wolfpack players out of bounds. Killed by Robinson, her 14th, and it's now tied at 12 apiece.
She brings the heat in that middle position. And not just how she elevates, but the connection between her and Emma has really improved over the course of this season. They haven't set each other until this year, and that middle setter connection takes a while to develop, and so kudos to that they've developed it so quickly, and when it's on, watch out.
Each team 3 points away from the win. First team to 15 in the 5th set with at least a 2-point advantage, and we have a timeout taken by NC State. What do we have?
I believe so.
All right, so if you're Duke, you're at home, you're tied at 12 apiece in the 5th and deciding set. What do you look for here from Duke? What does Jolene Nagel say and want her team to do here, the final stretches here?
First off, just stay loose, stay hungry, stay aggressive. You've been, just know and get comfortable with the battle. Know you're going to have long rallies, be ready for anything. And when you have your opportunity, take it. And I think that's taking care of the first ball contact so you can get it to Jess Robinson or Carrie Keefe. They've been so impactful and finishing plays this match that give it to your hot hands.
Like you saw in the graphic, NC State looking for its first win in this building against Duke since 1988.
Yeah.
33 consecutive losses by NC State against Duke in Cameron Indoor Stadium.
Yeah, and if you're NC State too, it's stay aggressive, have the confidence, know that this game is in your reach and that you just gotta play how you know how to play, stay loose, give it to Amanda Rice, let her wail at it. But then they've been so scrappy all night. I mean, they have been keeping balls up, they've been covering their hitters, and so it's just keeping that aggression, keeping that looseness on their side of the court, and enjoying this match.
Keefe serves for Duke, tied at 12 apiece, and a receiving error by NC State, a service ace for Keefe and Duke, and the Blue Devils up by 1, 2 points away from the win. And looks like another timeout taken by Lucas Schlabe and NC State. We'll take it as well. In set 5, Duke by 1 here on ACC Network Extra.
Andrew wanted to make a splash at this year's Polar Plunge. So he saved big on a laser hair remover at Amazon. And now, he's debuting what he calls the Flying Dutchman. Smooth move, Andrew.
Wow, your skin is amazing.
Oh, thank you. I got my Old Spice Gentleman's Body Wash to thank for that.
Your man glow is on point, bro.
Well, you know.
The key to great skin is exfoliating and moisturizing, and Old Spice gives me both.
He used to rely on me for skincare advice. Now he's
so moisturized. Well, I mean,
he's
so fresh.
But I probably should use Old Spice too.
Babe, actually, that's my...
Another service ace. You just missed it as we got back from break. A service ace again by Keith. Back-to-back aces, and now it's match point for Duke. At 14-12 of the fifth, here is match point for Duke. They set it up for Rice again, and another kill by Rice, number 27. And NC State saves one match point. It's still match point for Duke. Match point number 2 here for the Blue Devils, up 14-13. In set 5, Naomi Cabello will serve it up for NC State. Match point number 2 for Duke. Here in the 5th set, 14-13 Blue Devils. Cabello serves right at Bryant. Bump set here by Johnson. Here is Richardson for the win. Yes, sir! It's over! Richardson the kill, and Duke wins it over NC State in 5 sets.